all the pets. Best channel point redemption ever.
Gonna cut in, maybe? Yep, they make it. Good job.
From the orange team gets sent up to 27 Lunas. 27 Lunas gets it sent up to
Luna with the power cry on the shot. What a pass by Luna!
So.
Wait, is that the GIF?
The
GIF. It's the GIF of Matt Miko. Yes.
It's the GIF,
GIF?
of
Yes,
Matt
the GIF
Miko.
of Matt
Yes,
Miko.
it's
Are you serious? How did I run over that? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Wow, you're creepy as
There is I could literally right now go download a Walmart asset and put a Walmart down here with parking.
Myself was just saying, we're literally the yin to each other's yang.
practice, we compete, we go to work, we go to school. And then on Friday nights, we gather around the nest to share a few drinks, we play Echo Arena, and we laugh our asses off with each other. That's Beer League. One of the most important things I learned was that your head game, your attitude towards the game, your emotional state is almost more important than your actual skill. All right, everybody. Welcome. It is Friday. That means it's Beer League time. This is the Beer League podcast here on Virtus Media. I'm your host, Gilligan. My co-host tonight, Essen. What's up, dude?
What up? Happy to be here.
Yo, so we got a game going here. They readied up just in time for that promo to end, so I'm glad I started at 30 seconds early. But here we are. We're off. We got Sir Dimwee on the can side, and we've got Palador on the bottle side, a.k.a. the orange and the blue. Off to a rough start, as that was a terrible shot by someone. Palafor got his own.
Pally draws first blood.
There it is. So yeah, if you've never been here before, this is Echo Beer League. We do have comms on. We do play with a full 30 seconds between each goal. That gives teams time to shit talk each other, laugh about stuff, take a drink if they're fast enough, and so to compensate for that, we put an extra 2 minutes on the running clock. We do play every round. So no matter who wins the first 2 rounds, we're still going to play that third one, and we will be casting 3 matches tonight. That's what's up. What's up, Boozy? 5 Juice for Unsound Dash. Yellow Man dipped, I think. Muffle TV, what's up, guys? Captain Canada. Yeah, you're right. 5, I forgot to update the channel points. Doing that right now.
What's up, Boozy? Long time no see.
Long time no see.
I slept on that man's couch.
Nice.
He's good peoples.
Yeah, he's very good peoples. Alright, let's turn that on. Let's turn this on.
Palafor strikes again.
I got Pet the Dog on, but I don't have cameras tonight, so you just have to trust me that I'm going to pet the dogs. Okay, banner words up, dude. Let's go. And there we go. All right, channel points are set. Let's go. Man, Orange Team up by 5 already.
I know, right?
All right, 5 spot. Just banned the word the. So for the next 5 minutes, starting right now.
5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Oh, goodness me.
We cannot say the word the. Clink.
Clink. I've been good, man. I've been good. Staying busy. Doing stuff, traveling. Ooh, did that go through goal?
All right, Juicefer, I am drinking. I went back to that same liquor store. If you were here a couple weeks ago, you heard the story. Nice shot coming in from Arrow Knight.
Clink.
Clink. I did. If you're here a couple weeks ago, I told this here story about how I went to the liquor store to get some Black and Tans, and I saw the Clink.
That's a hard one, man.
I saw that there Yingling Hershey's chocolate porter, which I'd heard about but never had. Decided to get it, and the lady behind the counter told me they were on sale. Damn it, Clink. And she said they're on sale. If I buy a case of 24 of them, I could actually get them for $6 cheaper than I could get 12 of them. Yeah. So I did that. And I went back this week, and they had the Clink. They had that their same deal, and now it's 5-5. Clink.
Clink.
Boozy, you should come out to the Beer League camping trip in July. Fucking Clink.
Oh man, it's early. That's a hard word to ignore.
It is a very hard word to ignore, especially when you're casting like Essend is right now.
Mm-hmm. Using all words, many words. Yeah, camping trip, man. That's coming soon.
Oh, scuffed launch from that there orange team. But they still managed to get that there disc through somehow. Blue team slacking on that there joust.
Gold piece back here cherry picking. He might have an opportunity.
Yo.
Oh.
Nice pass over to that there wall. Picked up by blue team. Sent down into the middle. Ooh, what a perfect spot for that there bounce. Can't say that there word, so just that there is the word that there we're going to say all night long.
That there bounce.
That there bounce looking good for
Dangerous
nobody.
Fumble on the bubble there. Well, Clink.
Clink. Yo, we should do like a channel point reward where you do ban a word, but it's cutthroat. So if one person says it, both people have to drink. To be team slaying.
That'd be vicious.
Ban. It would. Oh man. Yo, it is Friday though, and Dimwee just pinged everyone, getting everyone in here to check out this match between him and Palador, neither of which play too much. Palador's been playing a lot more recently. In the last couple months, he's really picked the game back up. He's been casting less, playing a whole lot more. It is cool to see. Dimwee, though, I don't know if he's played in the last week, but the last I heard, he had not played but one time since Tyroland, which was in February. So he, I'm sure, is feeling a bit rusty. Royal Range, what up? I will pet both my dogs. I've got 2 dogs right now. I'm watching my parents' dog while they're out of town. So hello, McGee. You're getting a pet because the chat told me to. I don't have cameras on, so you won't get to see it, but trust me, he's enjoying it, and he's confused.
I bet.
And here's Boris. You get pet too because someone in chat said to pet the dog, and that's a Clink for me because I just said that their word. They're like, why are you yelling at us while you're petting us?
What did we do? It's not our fault.
Back in the seat. Clink. So yeah, Palador versus Sir Dimwee, the two most prolific casters in VRML history, I do dare say.
Clink.
I know Palador. Did I? Clink.
You did. Can we get the party started? Clink.
Ha! Clink. I know Palador had by far their most casts in the early... Clink. Damn, dude.
It's impossible. It can't be done.
He had records for casts in those early seasons of VRML. Sir Dimwee has certainly become the... I don't know if he's now... Clink.
Face of Echo.
I'm just going to wait one more second. Now we have free speech. You can say it. Fuck that word, man. Yeah, I know Sir Dimwee in the last several seasons has taken up the mantle as well and has become one of the most, if not the most prolific caster in Season 5. I know Palador didn't cast nearly as much this season, but Sir Dimwey's definitely on the lead there. So, yeah, 2 most prolific casters in VRML history for sure. Echo history, I dare say.
Yeah, Dim's been crushing it.
Yeah, dude. Now they're on opposite teams of Beer League for the night. So these matches don't matter. We semi-randomize the teams to try to make them kind of even. We do different teams each week. It's not actually a league. It's more of just a club of really, really, really cool people that like to hang out and drink alcohol while we play Echo Arena.
Yeah. First week of the month, we do kind of a try-hard night, but it's still not super competitive.
Yeah, so next week's Beer League will be a competitive night, whereas most of these nights, like tonight, the normal Beer League, everyone's in here just to have a good time. Comms are open. Timers are weird. All 3 rounds are played. Results are not recorded. We're just in here to have a good time. But it is worthy to note Palador versus Sir Dimwey. Also, Sneck versus Doug. I don't know if there's a rivalry there or not, but there is now because I just said so.
That's right.
Plot twist. This is how E fucked his back up. Did you fuck your back up?
Oh, yeah. I did about a month and a half ago. I tweaked it real bad at work. And then I thought everything was kind of fine. Like the next day, it hurt a bit, but I was all right. And I kind of derped. I did. We had a scrim with Odyssey, and then I jumped into a Privateers game. I went on like a 4-hour session. I just played for like half the evening, and the next day, like I couldn't walk. I couldn't even get out of bed. I just murdered my back, and so I've been recovering from that for probably about a month.
Dang, man. I remember that. I just didn't realize that was still going on.
Yeah, it still bugs me here and there. Like, I mean, it doesn't help that I'm doing a lot of landscaping during the day. Shoveling is not an ideal back recovery activity. But no, it's gotten a lot better. It works. It works good. If I stay off of it, everything's good. Like I can play Echo, but I still can't really play like back-to-back days or for more than, maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
And I'm betting you haven't gone to see anyone about it.
Nah, why would you do that?
Yeah, who cares about getting fixed or anything?
Doctors are overrated. No, actually, I did. I went in. I had a little checkup. They think what I did is they think I tore. You know how your back muscles connect to like the top of your hip. And that's kind of how you. That was a great shot. But you know how your back muscles kind of run down your back and connect to the top of your hip?
Yeah, everyone knows the shoulder bone's connected to the hip bone.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. But what they think I might have done is torn the muscle off of the hip a little bit.
Off of the hip.
So, yep. So,
dang,
recovery.
Royal Range is saying that their hip is connected to their left foot, and they think that's what's wrong with them as well. So
it could be.
You guys are injury.
It's very similar to like a sciatic nerve damage. It's very similar.
Yeah. Man,
so, twisting is a no-no.
Yeah, luckily, knock on wood, the worst injury I've ever gotten from Echo was fixed with a laying off Echo for a week or 2 at the most. Like I've never had any lasting, month-long or worse injury. I know some people. One of the people I've been playing with a lot recently has hurt their shoulder because of the way they throw, but it's the way they throw. So changing that is a really hard thing to change. So they're just dealing with a constantly hurt shoulder at the moment. What's up, B-Love?
Hey, B-Love. Yeah, and that's where I was at too. Like as a goaltender, you're constantly rotating at the hips. You always turn around. So it's
good three from Sneck there, puts Bottles up 13-11. That's a 2-point lead, and with these timers, they're only going to have about 15 seconds left to come back. This could go into overtime. Could be a blue team win, could be an orange team win. I mean, this is down to the last, like I said, 15 seconds. We're about to find out here. I'm gonna pay attention to this before we get back to your anti-doctor story.
Yeah, anti-doctors. No, that's about it. Doctors are, they charge you money for stuff, and I don't like spending money, so,
I hear you. Who needs clothes, right? 12 seconds.
Yeah.
10, 9, blue team with the disc. Someone's upside down.
We're going to clutch it out. See what happens.
We'll see. Arrow Knight, 4 seconds is a late pass. Going for something.
Late.
Going for the long bounce pass, maybe?
It was a solid effort, though.
It was a solid something.
It was a thing.
It was a thing, that's for sure. Look at these
That's
stats.
all
Look
right.
at those
That's
stats. Cool stats.
You seeing stats? Oh, there's the
Look at
stats.
stats. Check out them
Nice
stats.
stats. Man,
You know what?
some
Let
pretty
me
stats.
show you some even prettier stats. Let's see if these are updated. These might need updated. Hang on a second.
I see
Let me
Dim kind of
refresh.
participating here. Dim's doing stuff.
That's good. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, stat. Oh, they just disappeared. That's weird. Why did it do that? Oh no. And they reappeared as they. Okay, there they are. All right, they just glitched out for a second. There they are. Look at them stats. Nice ass stats.
Them some pretty stats.
Pretty stats.
Numbers.
Pretty stats. Sir Dimwee with 0 saves. Goalie, okay. Powder with 19 stuns. That is the highest on the field. Does fancy himself a bit of a brawler, so.
He got the 8 points too. He's the highest scorer on the field too.
I would say MVP solidly in the hands of Arrow Knight or Palador. Either one of them right now.
Go either way. Assists have
5
value.
spot. Assists are my favorite stat. Unfortunately, Sir Dimwee and Dipman both with 2, but that's really it so far. But that was just round 1. Round 2 here, getting ready to start. And 5-spotted dog just banned the word
Man.
A.
I feel like, what is that, a conjunction? I feel like banning conjunction.
It's not a conjunction. It's a.
What, not conjunction. What
it's
are,
an
what are the
article.
words? Is it an article?
The and A are both articles.
I feel like that's just cheating.
I mean, all I can say is he's been part of Virtus Media long enough that he knows which words are gonna fuck us up the worst. So he's gonna ban. He's gonna go ahead.
Only the most common ones used in language. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a save!
That was
Good
so
grab
good
from
looking.
Pool Whip. Oh, another good one. Couldn't get rid of it in time though.
And that's 2 for you, Sir Clink.
Is it?
That
It is,
was
right,
that
like-
there nice save.
That there was good grab.
Beloved saying I have blank type 2 separation on my left shoulder, which ends up being my juke arm.
Oh,
Who is Palaflor? Palaflor is Palador.
that's the Palador.
He got that name after the Tyroland when he ended up on the floor during some funny shenanigans late at night. So now that I believe that is his actual alt at the moment.
I think so. Pass to Whip. Got an opportunity. Cross the arrow. Proud. Oh. Trying hard not to use word.
Oh. Yep. Pass over there to that there midfield as they send it through to the midfield.
Good clear. Disc moving. Still in
Right
mid.
back into the midfield.
Wonky bounce.
Arrow Knight ultimately comes away with the disc, sends it long, going for that long shot. It's too low, though. Going to bounce up into that there corner. Stacks coming in. Orange team goes straight to gold, not getting the disc. Blue team does recover. Nice opportunity given to them by the orange team there. Blue team picks it up with a long bounce across arena. Arrow Knight upside down, pass in for the cut, but the save.
Grab. Great grab.
Good interception there from the orange team. Didn't see who it was, but the blue team. Arrow Knight ultimately comes away with it once again, passing back into the bubble. No one's there to pick it up. It's a self-pass, oddly enough. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a pass to Dimwee.
Dimwee strikes.
Is Beer League always 4v4? No, it's not. Sometimes it's 5v5, sometimes it's 3v3, depending on how many people sign up. We try to keep it 4v4 because that's what everyone enjoys the most. But it really depends on who signs up each night, because Beer League is a weekly thing. It's every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, and we assign teams based on who signs up. So if 20 people sign up, we'll have 4 teams of 5 or 5 teams of 4, which is what we're doing tonight, I believe.
Yep, and we try and keep teams even, because otherwise teams have to spend around, playing pubs or playing horse. Or sometimes they play Trinist.
Spend what round?
Clink. They do.
Oh my goodness! What a long under the.
Long
that was
bounce.
no way. No way.
Which way? Seen it with eyes.
Saint it. I believe I said it, Clink.
You might have.
Thanks to 5, I now have to go get a refill. Ah, clink!
Oh.
I just said it again.
That's another one. Ah! You got me. You done got me.
That's what you drinking.
Angry Orchards. Crisp
Ooh.
apple.
I've never actually had one of those.
Really? They're
Yeah.
fantastic. You should definitely give it a go.
So, it's that their hard cider? Or is it a beer? Clink.
It's a hard cider. Clink. Ah. Now I need another one.
Royal Range, worst echo injury you've heard. I've heard? Worst one I've experienced, not myself. I was playing with Egret85 one time. We were playing pubs late one night, right after the current lobby was new. And he went to punch someone in the arena and ended up uppercutting the corner of his metal desk and broke 2 of the bones in the back of his hand. And, yeah,
that's vicious. That's brutal.
He went to
brutal.
Yeah, he went to throw a stunt. Clink. Damn it.
Clink. It's usually stunning that gets you.
Yeah, Egret85, beloved Egret85. He was one of my first teammates. He's one of the people I hung out with the most back in the early days of Echo. And yeah, we were playing a pub. Clink. Damn it. It's hard to tell a story, 5. All right, free speech. Yeah, you're just a cool dude. Yeah, he went to uppercut Android, or not Android, Droid. What was his name? Was Android a guy?
Tutorial bot?
No, not Tutorial bot. It was Droid or Android or something Droid. Alter Droid.
Alter
Remember
Droid.
Alter Droid? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, so he was on the other team. Egret went to throw an uppercut and just collapsed. He had so much pain, he just collapsed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I bet.
We finished the pub, got back into the lobby, and he was just MIA for a bit. And he finally came back. I was like, dude, you okay? And he was like, I punched the fuck out of my corner of my metal desk. We ended up hanging out in the arena for like another couple hours. It was like that was just what we were doing later on a Saturday night.
Sure,
so he went to the doctor the next day, and yeah, he broke 2 bones in the back of his hand. He said, of course,
That's
that was
crazy.
yeah. Of course, that was 2 or 3 years. This is like 3 years ago. So
Yeah.
VR was even more niche back then than it is now. So he's like, yeah, he said the doctor looked at me like I was a fucking idiot when I told him what happened.
You did this playing video games? What?
Yeah. But
it happens. I mean, you cause lots of damage. Sometimes yourself, sometimes to your surrounding. Like on Sounds pointing out there. Yeah, I've put a hole in many surfaces. Goaltending. It just happens. Like when I lived in Maine, actually, there was because my play space was just so consistently in the same place. Because playing with a CV1, you get accustomed to just not moving because the cord. Like you worry about ruining your graphics card or the headset, or like sometimes the headset comes off. Like you just learn to stay in one place, really. I had a hole in my ceiling that was about the size of my fist plus like about a ½ inch around, and I wound up just using the same hole repeatedly. Like I actually got to the point where I was jumping for this, and I know I did not have the clearance to be doing that.
Yeah.
But just kept putting my fist through the same hole over and over and over.
Yeah, I've got it. I definitely have a section of my wall in my living room next to the window that is a long-standing wall of fame. Just scars upon scars from the CV1 controllers back in the day before PlaySpace mats were really popular. PlaySpace mats have saved my equipment and myself many a time nowadays. Since then. But
they are nice.
I have not bothered to fix the drywall. It's kind of entertaining to look over sometimes and remind myself. The dark ages, the golden days, when CV1s were the only headset.
The before times.
Before.
The PayPal transaction went through.
I do still get caught off guard on occasion. Like we recently hauled a water softener out of the basement, and somehow it just occasionally, every once in a while, wanders into my play space, and I end up just wrecking it. And it's not friendly. Yeah, I know. I don't know what it's doing there, but it's there.
What is a water softener doing to walk its way into your play space?
Yeah, man, that's a good question. I've been asking it that myself, and it has yet to respond, which is probably a good thing.
That's probably a good thing, yeah.
Ooh, what a shot from Snack. Good shot.
It was K.
It's K.
It was K.
That was a transversal 24-meter shot, man.
You have convinced me. It was a pretty good shot.
It was a pretty good shot.
Each mark has a story. You're right, beloved. Man, the worst injury I ever did to myself. I took a vacation. Oh man, this is 3 years ago in June now. I took a vacation, and while I was gone for like a week, and while I was gone, I had my mother come over to my house and feed my fish. Well, being the mother that she's a mother. She noticed my house needed vacuumed while I was gone, so she vacuumed my room. Oh, that was so close.
Oh, highway robbery.
Yeah, she decided to vacuum my living room while I was gone, which was super nice. I appreciate that, except that my play space is my living room, and she did not put the mat back exactly where I had it. And it was only off by like 2 inches, but it was enough that when I came back from vacation, I was playing pubs, and I went to throw a disc. I was above the goal, and I went to throw the disc down into the goal, and I ended up hammer fisting my wooden desk, and I slammed my middle fingernail in the flat part of it into the corner of my desk, and it was such. The pain was so intense, I had trouble breathing just from like the sheer adrenaline of it.
Yeah, well,
like I had to drop out of that pub because it was so bad, and I ended up having a bruise under my fingernail for like a month or two. You know, why do fingernail bruises take so long to grow out?
Sensitive tissue, man.
Sensitive tissue.
He missed it. Snack,
what a loser!
What are you doing? It's okay. Here to have another try.
What up, Sai? Did you finally wake up from your bender last night?
Hey, Sai, she's alive. That's right. Get fucked, Nick.
Yo, I don't know what Sai was doing last night, but she was somewhere where there was an open bar, and I understand it to be that she
was
partook.
partying at a retirement facility.
She's drunk in the back of a Tesla. Currently, you're drunk in the back of a Tesla?
Oh, that's not good. Well, at least you're not driving. Wait, is the Tesla driving itself?
She hopped in the back so she could watch Twitch, you know?
That's it, right? As long as the keys aren't in your hand, you know?
Oh, man. Beer League does not condone drunk driving. And the other
Don't ever put the keys in your hand.
Yeah, keyless. Nope, not going to make that joke.
Oh! Cool Whip rings the post from 2 meters out.
She's vibing in the backseat. That's TMI 5. Or Sai. Wow, your name's not 5. You're Sai. 5 is the other guy. Because I guess Sai is a guy
really.
now. Because I just said other guy.
True.
Words. Yo, 14-7. Blue team down by 7. 30 seconds left on this clock. Arrow Knight upside down goes for the long shot. It's off. He's going for the fancy bounce, but he misses it. Passes down to the floor. That guy, whoever that is, grabs it. That's cool. That's the not guy.
That's the other guy. Yep.
Orange team sends it down towards the blue zone, going for the bounce. Dude, if that goes in,
oh man!
Close imagine if Arrow had tried to hit that shot and then that dude just cleared it on accident and
from halfway across. Yeah, right.
That'd have been really funny.
You've got to hit that shot from either midfield or the opposite side of the arena. That one's weird. That one's a weird bounce. You try and hit it from the same side and it just rings off post.
That's what she said. Look at these stats, yo. Palador still with 8 points. They shut him down. Wait, these stats aren't right.
These are the stats from last round, though.
Yeah, they did not refresh.
Womp womp.
There we go. Blue refreshed, orange refreshed. There we go. Palador did score 2 more points. No zeros on the board. That's good. Palador's winning. So is Dipman. Dipman's got no zeros. So is Arrow Knight. And Sir Dimwee. Those 4 players have no zeros on the board, which therefore they are winning. And 5 Spotted Dog just banned the word there.
Womp womp.
So the word there is now banned. THERE. Homonyms do not count.
Can we use the other versions of it?
Yes. Homophones don't count. The word there is banned starting right now for the next 5 minutes.
Their stats are looking great.
So good stats.
their stats, fantastic.
So good.
Yeah, with the
All their
EI.
stats.
With the EI.
This is what you get for. Okay, that's fair. So guys, I
Why
pinged
you
5
punish me
spotted.
for it though?
Ha, get fucked. Whoops. Oh no, wrong thing. Okay, good. Still there. What am I trying to get rid of here? I'm trying to get rid of the stats, not the word ban. Yeah, so for those of you who are not part of the weirdest crew, about a half hour before the stream went live, I pinged 5 and said, yo, you do anything before you go live tonight? And I knew he wasn't supposed to go live, but he's covered for me in the past when I've not been able to do the podcast, and so I just wanted to give him a mild heart attack, and I think I succeeded because he then came in and was like, I don't remember signing up for that, and I was like, yeah, I'm just fucking with you, and then he proceeded to ban all these words, so it was really funny, and now I'm paying for it.
Yep. Now I have to suffer for what you've done.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Misery loves company, and you did agree to come on to this podcast with me tonight. Hey, Psychotic, Redeem, tell me a story about the weirdest thing you've done in a backseat or passenger seat. The weirdest thing.
What defines weird?
I gotta think. I think if you have to ask that, you already have stories.
Hey, true. You're probably not wrong.
I'm cutting it real close right now, buddy. What are you talking about, word ban?
Oh, I was applying the possessive version of the word ban.
Oh, I got you. The weirdest thing I've ever done in the backseat or passenger, man, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one because it's like, how do I say this without using word ban?
Very carefully.
Our things have been done in passenger seat, but like not weird. You know, illicit, but not weird.
I mean, how weird? I mean, obviously.
Yeah,
sex,
weird?
But that's not
I
weird
feel
like it's
yeah,
obvious.
but because everyone's done that, right?
So
what is define weird?
I'll tell you one. This is probably not what you're looking for, but it is kind of on theme with the night here. This being beer league, and I live in Kentucky. In Kentucky, it is illegal to have an open container of alcohol in your vehicle while the vehicle.
I'm pretty sure that's federal.
You'd think, except that
is it not?
No, in Tennessee,
Really?
you are allowed to have an open container of alcohol in the vehicle with you as long as the driver is not drinking.
Really?
So
that's pretty cool.
So when I lived in Bowling Green, which is only about 20 to 30 minutes away from the Tennessee border, Nashville was like 45 minutes away. People in Bowling Green used to go down to Nashville to party sometimes, and or do some high-end shopping and stuff. So one of my best friends at the time, she was having a birthday, and she decided her boyfriend was going to drive us all down to Nashville. We're going to spend the day in Nashville, and as soon as we crossed that state line, we popped open all the bottles. And so,
yeah, why not, right?
To me, that was weird because
that is weird.
Yeah,
actually,
it was legal. It wasn't
to say the same. I think the same thing applies in Texas because I'm pretty sure I've done the same thing in Texas.
Yeah, so that's weird because most places, I would think in most places, at least where I'm from. Where I'm familiar with, it is illegal to have an open container of alcohol, but I have totally legally drank in the passenger seat or a back seat of a vehicle because I lived close enough to Tennessee at the time.
Yeah.
So probably not as spicy of a story as you're looking for, but it is a weird thing I've done.
I guess weird. I don't know. I'll throw it out there. I've definitely urinated out the window of the passenger window. I've been
while
there.
it was moving.
Yeah.
Nice.
Down the highway, no less. Was a good
time.
Was
it daylight?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god. I cannot imagine that there weren't at least 20 people that saw your member.
There might have been, that's life.
If you're on the
You're
interstate
not gonna catch me when I'm doing
daylight,
70 the other direction. I mean, come at me, bro.
There are no empty interstates.
Let's see what else is weird. I don't know if it counts as in the passenger seat per se. But we used to drive around in Wyoming. We'd drive around and we would play. We called it pickup rodeo. And sometimes you would dismount from the passenger seat, but we would we would drive around, like me and a couple buddies. We'd pile in a pickup truck, and we just drive around town. It was a small town. Speed limit's 30 miles an hour, so like no one's didn't really get hurt or anything. But we'd drive around town with a couple guys in the bed, and if you pulled up next to another pickup truck, you would play like a quick like at a stoplight.
Yeah.
You'd play a quick game of rock, paper, scissors, and whoever lost had to jump into the other pickup truck and stay in it for as long as they could.
What?
Or as long as they dared.
What?
So
That's a new one.
That's college in Wyoming for you, man. There's nothing to do.
I've heard about the whole quote unquote Chinese fire drill, but switching trucks, that's a new one.
That one was fun. Well, strangers
also, we
trucks.
have free speech.
That's what made it the radio. Oh, free! Yay!
That's funny. I'd say one of the weirdest things that's been done in my passenger seat. I used to drive. My first vehicle was a Jeep Comanche, a 1990 Jeep Comanche. It's a Jeep pickup truck from the 90s. It was a 3-seater, but it was a bench seat, and then it had a 8-foot bed, and there was the little window that slid open in the middle of the back window. And when I was in high school, when I was in college, I actually fit 6 people in that cab a couple times, as we all needed to go to the gas station or Waffle House or whatever. And it was college, so we all just squished into the floorboards on top of each other and pretended like it was fine. But when I was in high school, a couple of buddies of mine and I were driving down these old country roads out here where we live, and it's the country. It's not the interstate. It's not the city. It's the country where there's nobody around. And one time, it was me. It was for a band thing. I don't even remember what we were doing. We were going down to this dude's house because he forgot something he needed for band. And I was a trumpet player. I had 2 other trumpet players in the truck with me. And the one guy who was in the middle all of a sudden decided he was going to strip down to his underwear, crawl through the back window and stand up. I had a roll bar in the back of the bed. He was going to stand up in the back of the truck, grab that roll bar, and howl like a wolf as we drove down the road at 60 miles an hour. And
there you go.
He just did it. I don't know why he decided he had to be naked or almost naked to do it, but he did it. So that was definitely one of the weirdest things.
That's the way.
Yeah, that was a good truck.
Speaking of the way, Sneck completely just snatched the disc from Power Floor in an open 3 and took it himself.
Do it for the
I'm
glory.
not sure if you caught that. Yeah,
I did not.
That happened in the background. That was good.
Warpgate saying, seems like it would be really easy for drunk drivers to just pretend they weren't drinking with that law. So you're talking about the open alcohol container in Tennessee. Yeah,
and that's probably why it's like that.
You could probably get away with it fairly easily, but at the same time, you still got to pass the drunk test. I mean, you got to be sober enough that the cops don't suspect you've been drinking.
We got to do that, and you also got to have a passenger. If you're driving around by yourself, who are you going to blame it on?
Yeah. I know there was a liquor store near me for a long time that, again, I live in the state where it is illegal to have open containers in your vehicle. And I had a liquor store near me for a while that sold alcoholic slushies, and they would put a lid on it. In the
drive-through, no less?
In the drive-through, and they would put a lid on it, and they'd put the straw in the cup, and they would leave a little piece of the paper wrapping of the straw on it on the cap, and they would call it. That way it was in a closed container. I was like, are you shitting me right now?
There's so many loopholes in legislation, man. It's kind of crazy.
That one always weirded me out because I was like, if I get caught, I'm the one in trouble, not you.
Right.
You handed me a cup like this, and I'm the one that's going to get fucked if I get, if they decided to do something about this. Royal Range saying, I heard a story. I heard an old story about a man that was drunk driving in Czech Republic, and the cops noticed how bad his driving was, so he outran the cops to lose sight for a minute, jumped in the back seat, and said his friend who was driving jumped out and ran into the woods. That is genius.
I could see that. You'd have a hard time selling it, but I could see that.
I mean, you'd have a hard time selling it, but they'd also have a hard time charging you with anything, I think. Like, if they can't prove that you were in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
True. I don't know. I guess if it's your vehicle, that would be different.
I mean, if it's your vehicle, yeah, probably. Well, and then also, I'd imagine the Czech probably don't whip out the helicopters and chase it down. They do here. They definitely do here.
They wouldn't where I live. We don't have the resources for that out here.
No, that's fair.
Oh, gross.
Sneck being rude on the rim. Doing them dirty like that. Well, It would appear those of you that came for the Sir Dimwee Pallador face off. Sir Dimwee's definitely clutching this one out. It's clearly obvious.
They're also missing a player, I should point out, on the blue team.
That's valid. Where did Dub go?
That's a question many people have asked. Few have answered.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Man, that was a good conversation starter. Yes, Lulz Dash, Palaflor, the Pallador. Palaflor is his nickname he earned at the Tyroland after an incident involving some shenanigans in a hotel room. And we'll leave it at that. You'll use your imagination. But yes, Palaflor is a moniker he has adopted here in Beer League since that event back in February. Palawindo. Well, see, the thing is, if you know Punador is all about the word play, and Palawindo just doesn't rhyme with Palador. So Palaflor.
It's got a nice ring to it, though.
It kind of works. The Palawindo. The Palado. I don't know. I mean, Pally wins, obviously.
True that. Oh.
The ding ring, best goalie in A.
It really is.
There we go. Cool. Finishing it off with the 2-pointer for the blue team. Bottles versus cans, 12-4. Still 1 minute left on the clock, but not a lot of time left. It's going to be an orange team victory here, faux show. But blue team can still get some stuff going. I mean, it's still 3v4, though. Hey, 5. My disappointment in you right now is immeasurable.
The pillow window.
I mean, I guess it's I know what you're referencing, so that's on me too. But that was I was forced into that by my girlfriends in high school. That you were the one that quoted it.
Have you noticed like a bunch of 90s songs have been starting to get reused on like commercials and stuff? I'm still waiting for that one to show up because that'll be good. Ooh, what a shot from Stick. Good shot.
Sai, you're also dead to me now. There has been an elevator incident at several of our Echo lands.
There has. Robo Creator and OST5.
Yeah, that wasn't an elevator, but he did get locked inside of a hallway in the event center.
That's true. That wasn't an elevator. It was funny nonetheless.
But there have been several elevator-specific incidents. Yes. What happens at Redshift stays at Redshift until it gets spilled into the Beer League chat.
Right.
Yo, Doug is typing in general chat.
Yo, Doug.
I can get back on, but I can already foresee the me on Quest again issues. Doug is having. Oh, I'm thinking Peter's coming to play Echo tonight. I can play on Quest, but that will be a nightmare. Okay, so Doug is apparently having PC issues with Echo, so he's gonna have to switch to the Quest. But Doug's not used to Quest, so this might be a nightmare for him.
It's true.
You need to know Palomore about the Palolore, Lulz? Well, I mean,
Palolore, I see what you did there. That was nice.
Yes,
that was nice.
Yes. Let's look at these stats real quick here at the end of the game. This is the end of the first set. We are casting 3, and I say casting very loosely. We are covering the first 3 sets of the night. I think there are 4 scheduled tonight. There's usually 4 scheduled. We on the podcast only cover 3 because 4 is exhausting.
Opening bid for Paramore.
Yeah, I mean 4 matches. That's at 12 minutes per round. We play all 3 rounds. 12 minutes per round for 4 matches. It's 144 minutes of Echo play time, and that does not include the time between rounds and matches, timeouts, anything like that. So it's a lot to cast, especially. And we drink as the night goes on, so it gets harder and harder to keep going. So yeah, we're only casting. Yeah. We're only covering 3.
We don't actually watch the game. Don't make that mistake.
Yeah,
we're just
5.
Chit-chat.
We shoot for a solid 5%.
Is that what we're aiming for?
We're casting 5% of the matches. We can't guarantee any more than that. If you get more, then you probably redeemed Cast Dammit a few times.
We're like the Joe Rogan of Echo. We're just here for the reactions.
Dude, do you remember Joe Rogan Live, that comedy special he did in 2006?
I don't know if I ever saw it. No.
I just watched it again. It came up in conversation with someone the other night. I watched it again 2 nights ago. Dude, it did not age well. But
I wouldn't think so. It's Joe Rogan.
It is very cringy, but goddamn, I remember when that first came out, dude. It was hilarious. It's one of the best specials I've ever seen.
I've had, speaking of things that didn't age well, I've had some interesting things roll in my YouTube across the algorithm lately. Like I had one that was I think it was like a 5-minute infomercial, I think is the right word, but it was like a spoof infomercial, but it was for an item called the man translator. So like it would translate what a woman was saying into man speech.
Oh man.
Got a good laugh at that one.
Yeah, so Dimly coming in quoting Joe Rogan right off the bat. If I handed you a sandwich that was 99.8% shit and 2% ham or 0.2% ham, would you call that a ham sandwich? That is I believe that is a correct Joe Rogan quote.
Yeah.
B-Love, B-Love, if you're in the chat, you are directly being pinged in Beer League server to come play. Warpgate saying I'm just listening while working, so thank you very much for tuning in. Anyways, Royal Range. Speaking of Tennessee, we had a man who escaped prison transfer and ran away, and cops from Rutherford County, Smyrna, Franklin County, and a bunch of others with 3 helicopters were all out searching for him. And just looking at that, we have a great police force.
Hey, he's got a point. He's got a point.
I take it Royal Range is from Tennessee based on that.
Albeit, an escaped prison transfer convict is much less of a it's a higher priority than a supposed DUI.
Yeah, 5, you do live in that area. 5 lives in the Tennessee area. I wouldn't say that, but he said it first, therefore I have permission. That's the way this works. S, how you feeling? Do you need a break, or are we good to keep going?
I'm okay. I mean, I don't know how our players doing here.
We're good. We'll just keep going.
Looks like we make some teams.
We will take a break.
Oh, go ahead.
We will take a break after the second match, and we will be doing. We're going to try to bring back. Originally the Beer League podcast started out a little history lesson. A quick history of Beer League going right now. Beer League started by Essen, the man right here in the booth with me. Essen started Beer League back in July of 2019. We're coming up on the 3rd year anniversary, which is the biggest reason for the annual camping trip. July 10th is Beer League's founding date. Its birthday, its anniversary, if you will. Essen was the man who started it all. I started this here podcast because I wanted to get more into casting, and Paldor had told me that casting pubs or something was a good way to practice because it didn't matter. And so I thought, you know what, I'll start casting Beer League just to get some practice. I'll work on my casting voice. No one's going to watch it. It's fine. Turns out some of the Beer Leaguers watched it and liked it, and so I kept doing it. And now it's a weekly show that I've been doing for like a year and a half now. And what happens is we used to, after the end of the first match, we used to always highlight some new Link 1 music, but he hasn't had, I think he had a track come out recently.
It's been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a while, and he didn't send it to me directly, so we're not playing it tonight, but I need to get back into that. I want to support Link 1. He's awesome. Hey, check the chat, y'all. There's a link in the chat right now to check out Link 1 on Spotify. Go check it out. And then after the second round, we usually do Brews in the News. That's a section, it's a segment that we do where we cover a couple of interesting articles that are in the news that specifically deal with beer and or alcohol. We haven't done that in a while. We've kind of gotten away from that for the last couple of months, mostly due to laziness. We're going to try to get Brews in the News kicked back up here tonight. During this next round or so, I'm going to be looking for some articles to talk about during Brews in the News. Yeah. Hey, Lulz Dash, thanks for hanging out. See you later, dude.
Thanks for hanging. Also, Sai, don't let it sound trolly like that.
Why do you guys do dates weird in the U.S.?
Because this is America, and we do what we want.
What are you talking about, man? We do dates.
You're
talking about the format?
Why do the rest of you do dates weird?
Would you rather me say 10 July? Would that make you feel better? Hello, Sammy Gabby. What's up?
Oh, Sammy.
Unsound. He probably did say that.
Oh, I did. I definitely said that.
27/5/22 is the only way.
There are only 12 months, good sir.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You're saying that's the 5th day of the 27th month, the 22nd year of the century.
I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting.
This isn't racist. It's nationalist. Get it right. Or something. I mean, Lulz Dash, I will admit that your day, month, year format is obviously the more logical way to do it, but that's not the way we were taught, and so therefore it's wrong.
Yeah. Yep.
Doesn't matter if your way's better. Familiarity trumps efficiency or something.
Something like that.
Yo, Unsound just started the Apple Juice League. I've been invited to join their server. There's 3 people in it so far.
He just, oh, my man's just went for it. That's awesome.
Royal Rangers, we need to talk about the most intense Echo match. Side, the, a, and there, THERE, have all been banned so far. Royal Range, I have to say, I don't know about the most intense. I would say, I mean, if you're talking to anyone about what the most intense match has been ever, I would imagine it was probably Ignite
It was definitely Nova versus Spaghetti.
Yeah,
for sure.
I was gonna say it's probably Ignite versus Instinct in the finals last season because that was intense. But if you're talking
preseason Nova versus Spaghetti,
I'll say if you're talking about us personally,
the pinnacle of Echo.
Did Nova beat Spaghetti?
I don't. I think we did.
Say Wireless Shacks beat Spaghetti. So
yeah, I was gonna say.
The word "I" has been banned. I gotta get this up on screen here.
Me.
I will respond to your question with more in depth here in just a second. Royal Range. The word "I" is now banned for the next 5 minutes starting now. One of the most intense Echo matches that Gilligan me can remember that I've Clink.
Oh, conjunctions count?
Conjunctions count, bro.
Oof.
My most intense match, I would have to say one of them. Clink.
Oh.
One of them was it wasn't even really a super close match. It was just really intense and super fun. In season, God, when did There Is No Team's first start up? Is that season 1 or season 2?
I think season 2. Oh, me, Clink. Me thinks.
Gilligan also thinks it was probably season 2. When There Is No Team, aka Tent, aka the team of devs. I will check that in just a second, Lulz. Clink, damn it. The first match that Tent ever played was against Wireless Shacks, and it was
that was a good match.
It was a 3-round. It went to 3 rounds, and Guygasm and Gilligan tied for 93 stuns by the end of the match.
Wow.
Yeah, we tied. We were on opposite sides. We tied for 93 stuns. It was amazing. It was
done,
one of the most fun matches I've ever played. Very intense match. Clink.
They got you.
But yeah, that was a really intense fun match. I know at least one of my teammates at the time was not happy about that match. They were like, "That was just a brawl fest. It wasn't any fun." And I was like, "Dude, that was the most fun I've ever had in a match ever."
It's true.
Clink.
3 clinks, yeah. For me, man, me don't know. Like, it's hard to pick one specifically that was super intense. Just because often Clink.
Yes, Warpgate, that does count. That would count if we said it.
Oof. He can't do that, can he?
He can, but you still gotta tell us about the most intense match, so we have time.
Most intense match was probably Spaghetti versus Nova, just because it is fantastic to listen to Dim really like get in the zone and really get hyped about something, and he was so into that game, and I don't know, me Clink. Yeah, that was probably the most intense. Because eventually you get used. I don't know. You just get used to playing at whatever level it is you play at, and suppose after a while it just stops being intense. Unless there's really something you're fighting for, like CC games get intense. but me don't know. Yeah, probably the Nova Spaghetti.
But
That
you
was a
don't
great-
even
that
know
was a
how it
great game.
ended?
That sticks with me. What?
The results of the match. You don't even know if you won or not.
Me actually don't recall specifically.
You just remember it was a really intense match.
Me just remember Dim getting so stoked about making this guy pretty sure we won. But me specifically remember Dim being ecstatic about making a save last second, which I'm pretty sure I'd have to go back and look. Dang. It's so hard to do.
Yeah.
Me recall that was a game-winning save. So
Yeah.
this guy believe pretty sure we won.
Nice.
Was good game. Was good.
So Lulz Dash wants us to talk
Dim will
about
remind me.
that
Me
their
memory terrible.
their banned letter. I will talk about it. It's the 9th letter of the alphabet. It was invented roughly around the time that English
To
was.
resemble oneself.
It is a personal pronoun of the first person context.
Ownership of thine own state of being.
Yeah, there was that one poet. What was his name?
Edgar Allan Poe.
No, it wasn't Poe. It was there was a poet that was famous for he never capitalized that word, because he said the only names that were worthy of being capitalized was God's name, and so he wouldn't ever capitalize that personal pronoun. It's 1-1 lulz because the team said it that way because they're silly.
They did this.
They do that a lot during Beer League. Rosie Hope showing support for Cool Whip. Woo woo. We are following the blue team tonight, the Arrow Knight, Cool Whip, and Sir Dimwee team, so you will get to see them a lot if you stick around. Unfortunately, they did drop a player in that last round, and they haven't been able to pick one back up yet. Hopefully they get a sub in soon, because 3-4 is
I'd offer to hop in there, but I'm pretty sure that'd be unbalanced.
I mean, you can't. Well, we have free speech. We're good. Free speech.
We can. Yeah. Yep, it happened. Aye.
Palador saying Sir Dimwee's favorite game was most definitely Nova vs. Genesis Season 1. Just ask him. So apparently he talks about that game a lot.
Yep.
Do you remember that match? You know what he's talking about?
Like I said, I have a terrible memory. I just know that was a good season. That was fun. We had some good times. That was a great season. That was probably my favorite season that I've played.
Yeah, in case anyone's confused and hasn't picked it up yet, Essend and Sir Dimwee, as well as Venom and Zesper, were on a team in VRML Season 1 called Nova.
And preseason. Well, Dim wasn't with us for preseason, because preseason was 3v3, wasn't it?
No. All of VRML has been 4v4. VRML was the first. Yeah, it was the first time that 4v4 came into the mainstream for Echo. It was tested in Pizza League.
With us Yeah. Speaking of Pizza League, my personal spectator team is still named Onion.
Nice. Yeah, so is Dimwee's, I think. Because every once in a while, when I see Dimwee, oh no, yeah, actually I see it right now. Sir Dimwee's in the arena, and his team name is Onion. If you took away the overlay,
that's funny.
You would see Onion. Can we do a throwback season 1 during off season? Lulz Dash, FYI, every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern on this channel, the Virtus Media channel, the season 2 roster of Wireless Jacks gets together and scrims other teams. Usually it's older teams. Sometimes we scrim newer teams. We have brought back Season 2 Wrath. We've brought back Season 2 Ignite, and a couple others, Echoholics.
I missed the Season 2 Wrath game. I know the guys really wanted to play that, so I was like, nah, y'all do you.
It was a good match. I think it was 4-2. I think Wireless Jacks won 4 out of 2 matches on that one, or rounds. It was a pretty close one.
Because I wasn't there to slap you around.
There you go. That's what it was. Yeah, so if you want to see some older school teams still playing around, you can catch us every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. This week will be the first week of the month. Every first Monday of the month, we do play the old school Ignite team, which is Far, Duel, Franz, VTS King.
VTS, yep.
Yeah.
And Wolf.
And Wolf, yep. We play them every first Monday of the month because they... Aside from Nova was kind of Wireless Jack's sister team, but Ignite was the team that after Nova disbanded after Season 1, Ignite was the only other team that we consistently scrimmed a lot. we had a lot of respect for each other, and we still have close games even now. So, yeah, first Monday of the month, which is this next Monday, we will be playing the OG Ignite, not current Ignite,
Nice.
Season 2 Ignite, and yeah, looking forward to that because it's always a fun one.
Yeah, they're a fun group of guys. I worked with them in season 2. They're good guys.
They are good guys, yeah. Good people all around, good players, respectful players, which I really appreciate, and a really close match for Wireless Jacks almost every single time we play.
Yeah, we gotta get that Nova rematch going. It's
I know. Unfortunately, Zesper is
Yeah.
the issue here. I hear he's not available on Mondays, so we have to figure something out.
Oh, okay. So it is. Yeah, I figured because he I know he at the end of season 1 he had just had a baby, so
Yeah.
that's I guess gotta be what about a year old, year and a half old now. So I'm sure
2
he's got his
years,
hands
man.
full.
We just finished season 5.
Is it 2 years? Has it been that long?
Has it been 3 years?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Man,
We just finished.
I
We
don't
just
know.
finished VRML season 5, so
Yeah, but they're all like varying lengths. I don't even know what that means.
there's been 2 seasons per year, roughly.
Okay.
Roughly.
Also,
It's
good
getting
group shot.
much more normalized now. The schedules are coming out on a much more normal basis.
Yeah, it's getting better. Definitely. Oh, Royal says you gotta talk about your 2 dogs that you're watching.
$2. Okay. JDG, you are correct. Dimly is a goat. You can actually hear him baa a lot when he mutes his mic during stream, so you don't have to hear that while he's casting. It's a bit awkward for him, but we're trying to. Just like I just said on the podcast, we're trying to talk about too much. But yeah, I'm watching $2 right now. I've got my dog's name is Boris. He's a 90-pound dog. He's a mix between, he's half lab, quarter husky, quarter wolf. His mom was full lab, and he is very, very dumb, but super lovable and chill. He's awesome. And then my parents' dog, which I'm watching for the couple weeks, dog's the best. That's right. What up, sports? My parents' dog that I'm watching right now, he is a Schnauzer mix, so he's a much smaller. He's about a 35-pound dog. He's got blonde hair, very curly. Everything sticks to him. They have to bathe him like every other day because he gets mud and burrs and just everything stuck to his fur. My dog, whereas their dog is Velcro, my dog is Teflon. Like nothing sticks to him. If he's muddy, I'm just like, just walk around outside for like 5 minutes, he'll be clean again. Like nothing sticks to my dog's fur, and everything sticks to their dog's fur. So it's a little awkward sometimes with that. But yeah, so that's the $2 I got. I got Boris is mine, and McGee is my parents, and I'm watching McGee for the next they left on like Monday, so I've got him for about another week.
McGee was a sweetheart.
Yeah, they're both good dogs. Very dumb, very sweet though. Yes, that's my dog is even for a dog, he is very dumb. He's very, very dumb, but he's a very
He's a good boy though.
Very chill, very good. Yep. Ignorance is bliss is epitomized in the personality of my dog.
You remember sports? That's just Arrow.
Yeah. Oh, Doug is back in the arena. We do have a 4v4 again. Hey.
Yeah, Doug's been back for a bit.
Nice. I just noticed because, it's really podcast.
True. Yeah, that's just Arrow. I mean, if you met Arrow in person, that is just Arrow. He's he's I'm looking for the word. What's like filled with energy. He's a vibrant guy.
He's boisterous.
Is it boisterous? Yeah, that might be the word I'm looking for. Boisterous. Yeah.
He's he's allowed to.
Energetic.
His tone of his voice just carries really well, and
It does.
and then when you give him alcohol, he gets even louder. So.
Arrow and Altuin do get loud together. Though that's
my
often
God.
because they're debating something.
Yo, Royal Range, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Every Friday at
thanks,
10
buddy.
p.m. we do this. We also have a lot of other shows with different hosts here on Fearless Media. Come check us out in our Discord to get more involved or follow us on Twitch. Subscribe if you so choose. But yeah, Beerly Podcast happens every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. So thanks for stopping by. See you
Yes,
next
sir.
week. Arrow's loud, but he's a very good player. That's for sure.
I agree. I'm gonna be honest, I wish some other people I played with were as loud as Arrow. You can always turn it down, but you can't always turn people up,
I really wish we had individual volume control in Echo Arena because I've got.
That would be nice.
There's one person I play with a lot that she's always really quiet, and it's like, dude, I can hear everyone except for you. But if I turn everyone up, then they're going to be loud just so I can hear you. So it's, I wish I could turn just
It's very
certain
loud,
people
boy.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. Like an individual volume would be nice.
Sai, who's the driver?
Yeah, keep him company though. Atta girl.
What had happened is.
Driver has requested. Is she talking about the Tesla? 'Cause the Tesla was
The
driving,
Tesla has requested that. Who is Slippery Moose? I don't know who that is.
That's a good question.
Gilligan Redeems asks a question. Sai, who is Slippery Moose? Slippery Moose? Slippery Moose.
Slippery Moose. And tell us the story about how he got that name.
Yes.
'Cause that's quite a name.
Yes. Keep talking to us. Let him fall asleep.
That's it. Yep.
You can wreck your Tesla but everyone's okay. And while you're waiting for the fire department to show and rescue you out of your car that you can't get out of, you can keep watching the podcast and talk to us.
Yeah, I mean these teams are just playing tennis anyway, so.
Yes.
Is that like 7 consecutive clears? My goodness.
I mean, Echo Arena is the ping pong.
Yeah, but that was just back and forth. That was unusually back and forth. At least, it's usually at some point someone takes control of the disc. That was like 7, just here you go, just like back and forth across midfield.
Well, Sir Dimwee had said just then he had enough of that shit, so he finally put it in for the 2-pointer that they needed. Blue team down by 4 points. 2 minutes still on the clock. It's not a whole lot of time because we do have 30 seconds between each goal, so they don't have a whole lot of time, but there is time still for Blue team to come back and take this round.
Elon, take the wheel.
The friend from college,
well,
she's visiting him and his fiance for the weekend. We're on our way to see Blackhawk. Nice. Okay, cool.
Awesome. Well, good on you, Sai. Have fun.
Yeah.
Be safe. Make good decisions. Thunder butter.
Yes.
Blackhawk Down did come out a long time ago.
That was a long time. I still have not
That
seen
was
that
a
movie.
long time ago. Are you serious? That was a good movie.
Yeah.
You should watch
I
that
remember when
sometime.
it came out. It was really
Actually, that might
popular.
be nostalgia talking. That might be nostalgia talking.
You saying it's
If
a
I
bad
recall
movie,
it
but
actually-
you remember it fondly?
If I recall, it actually kind of wasn't that good. It was kind of. I know it wasn't as bad as Rambo, but like.
Oof.
No, Rambo was great. You can't say Rambo was bad, dude. It was bad, but like Rambo was great.
I can say the first Rambo was disturbing enough that I decided not to watch any of the rest of them.
You didn't watch all of them? Oh, Rambo's so good.
No,
You know
man,
it's spendable, Rambo.
His breakdown at the end of that first movie really got to me, and I was like, I don't want to watch these. That was too much. That was too real.
Rambo, man. There's a throwback. I think I've got Rambo on a laser disc somewhere around here.
Unsound Apple Juice League, you can host that whenever you want, dude. If you host it at a time, we should talk because
You and all 4 players.
Yeah, all 4 of you. We at Virtus Me would love to host it. I've been telling people for that literally for years at this point. If someone is willing to organize an Apple Juice League, I would be willing to host it. Yeah, we're just waiting for someone to do it. Like I don't have the time to organize it, but people in podcast chat all the time are like, "Yo, this is Beer League. We should organize the Apple Juice League." No one ever does it. So, Unsound Lulz, if you guys are doing it, go for it, man, and let me know when you do it. We'd be happy to host it for you.
But you got to kick them out by the time they're 21 and send them our way. Because if you're still drinking apple juice when you're 21, come on.
We're not going to call it the Feeder League, but It's not a league. That's the thing. We call it a league. It's not really a league. It's just a group of people that like to drink and play together.
So there were intentions, and then there's what happened. we're experiencing what happened.
See, what had happened was we all drink alcohol, and then
yeah, there were plans, and then they went out the window.
Go get a GC with me and the boys, and let's get this shit going. You mean a VC?
What is a GC?
It's a
G is next to V. He might have typoed.
I hope it's a typo because I don't know what a GC is. It's a GameCube or a.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Gucci or
It's not a Gucci.
It's
Well, what kind of Gucci?
Yeah. Ironically, when I was a freshman in college, we called beer apple juice, so the RAs wouldn't hear us asking each other for a beer. I'm sure they probably knew what you were doing. Grand Champ, there you go.
Group chat.
Group chat.
There it is.
I mean, give me. Let's.
Control.
I'm in your server. If I'm not in your server, I'll be in your server. I'm not in your server yet. I'll be in your server later tonight. We'll get it going. Yeah, we'll figure it out, dude.
Done.
I can't be the one to organize it, but I'd be happy to help you get the streaming aspect of it organized and hosted. Would love to do that. I can't be the one to organize Apple Juice League as
No, sir.
an organizer.
Yeah,
It's-
you gotta
it's
take
a
that
lot
upon
of work.
yourself.
Yeah,
It is a lot of work. Get
it is a
yourself some
lot
mods.
of work. That's the
It's a
thing.
lot of work.
Every freaking season for every game, there are people that will shit on everyone who organizes whatever league they're a part of. Like, you're doing it wrong. This is better.
it's a lot of
Dude,
work.
it's a fuck ton of work. And every year, there's people that are like, I'm gonna make a better league, and it's gonna be better. And then they start it, and it doesn't go anywhere,
casual
'cause it's
things
a
like
lot
beer
of
league,
work.
like even casual things like beer league, like this wouldn't go around if without the mod team. Like,
Yeah,
it just wouldn't.
Steel's good.
I
Steel's
remember
good.
I remember the first year of like managing 60 people, and I just remember my wife being like constantly pissed at me that I was always on my phone and I was always fucking doing something. It's like you gotta put a team together because it's just too much. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. We got it pretty streamlined now, but it's still like even as streamlined as we have it, it took a while to get that way. And even with it being as streamlined as it is, we still require manual work every week.
Oh yeah.
What up, Not Ash? Seal was fun. I
Seal
only
was a
got
good
to
time.
play Seal for one season, and unfortunately it was the last season. But I always
mean, you're
enjoyed it.
You're talking there with sports. The father of Seal.
Yeah,
That was his baby.
running leagues is
Yeah, sports
stressful.
knows.
It's definitely if you're not getting paid for it, it is something you wish you were paid for because it is
tough.
absolutely stressful.
What is fun that we can say is I can with 100% certainty at this point say that Beer League is the longest running league in Echo existence. At this point, we've definitely outpaced ESL. Yeah, we've
Definitely
outrun
outpaced ESL.
We've outrun Pizza League at this point.
We
We
did
started
outrun Pizza
before
League.
VRML, so
That's
as long as
true, we
VRML's
did.
been going, we've been going longer.
That's true. Beer League is the champion. Dude, I didn't realize that. Holy shit.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to start advertising that every week.
Do it,
NCVR Mill, welcome. This is the Beer League Podcast. I'm your host, Gilligan. It's Friday night. My co-host tonight, Essen. What's up, dude?
What up, dude?
Yo, we got
Sammy, it might be you.
We got Entity
Sorry.
VRML, and you're fine. You got Entity VRML in chat. It's the first time chatting on our channel. This is Viridis Media. You'll see the handy dandy Nightbot post our social links every 15 minutes that you can connect us with us there to find out more about what we do. But right now you're watching the Beer League Podcast, where we cover the Beer League matches every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Welcome.
Oh,
It's like-
what a long shot from Arrow. Who left that goal open? Shame on you. Goodness.
What are
Sorry.
you all doing with this stream? It's not us. It's you all.
Ball.
Sammy, Gabby, and Sports, maybe both refresh. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's
I don't know.
yeah, this is fine. Guys, my internet doesn't cut out until midnight, so I don't know what your issue is.
Yeah, what? That should have. No, we got an hour.
Yeah, we got another 40 minutes or so.
I keep ruining myself. So I'm in Mountain Standard Time, but I set my computer to Central Standard Time because it was what the team used to schedule on. But then I'm always talking to people on Eastern Standard Time, so I have no idea what time it is. Like half
that's
the time.
See, that's your problem right there, because currently it's daylight time, not standard time.
Well, you know, that's not real anymore, though. They made that illegal.
That's only in Utah or something? I don't know.
No. I'm pretty sure they pushed it nationwide. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure daylight savings time it's been abolished.
It may have been abolished, but it's not taken effect yet.
I thought it took effect when we changed over this most recent.
Well, this
this
is
most
daylight.
recent rollback.
It's daylight time right now, though.
Right. I think that is going to be the time frame.
Oh, this is the permanent time. There's no more standard
I think
time.
so.
This is
I
the
believe
time.
so. I believe
Awesome.
this is the time.
This is
The time
best
is now.
The time is now.
It's an OC6 throwback if anyone remembers.
Yeah, I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. I blow sports. MST is a conspiracy. It's not real, man. It's not
true.
real.
It's only the largest time zone in America, but you know.
Sports, you're in the wrong. Nope, not. I almost said you're in the wrong time zone. Then I've been acting against
not
myself
daylight.
there. Ooh, nice headbutt for the save there.
Wink. Doug promptly chucks it at a wall.
I mean, I don't. Is Chuck in there? Chuck's not in there.
It was an effort. Chuck. I said Doug.
He dug it into the wall.
He dug it. Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you're doing there.
Yo, that's a shot. Nice
Nice
three-pointer
shot.
from Byron
Bam.
Monkey. 16 meters per second for 18 meters. That's less than a
Good
second
start.
from the time it left his hand from the time it hit the goal plane, or rather,
Oh, it's more than a
from
second.
it's less.
16 meters a second to go 18 meters.
Oh, you're right. I did that backwards, didn't I? Welcome
Man,
to the Beer League
Five
Podcast.
got you good earlier, huh?
Man.
those word bands got you.
They hit us hard in the early times, so
Mhm.
you know,
They did. They really did.
it do be what it be do.
It'd be what it do.
I hear beer cans and the beer bottles in the background.
Time for more orchard.
Time for more orchard.
I'm wrangling in my mystical
And
cart.
there's Five Spot Dog with another
you
word
would.
band, and the
Yeah,
word
you would.
is the word he banned is and starting right now for 5 minutes.
There she goes.
I gotta figure out how to reset that clock better than just the way I just did it. But for now, word band. See, I say these things every week, but I'm drinking, so
Gently,
I don't remember the
sweetly.
next day.
Softly.
All right, Tenacious D.
Smoothly.
Get fuck Smooth. He's not here, but
He's not, but I'm sure he'll see it at some point.
he'll see it at some point. He'll see the words that I just said out loud. Oh, I Blow Sports just redeemed Say
Clink
This
Sports.
and Clink.
Oh, does that count? Do we have to?
No, you don't. You do
Okay.
not have to. If they,
Sounds good.
number one priority here at Veers Media is the safety of our hosts. You do not have to do that kind of shit. Oh my God! What a shot,
Good throw, cool one.
dude! What bounce was that? Did that go off the nest?
I might have.
That was an insane bounce. I didn't have
It
the
was a
replay button
blind
set
whip,
up.
yeah.
It was from Cool Whip too, so that's funny that you
I
said
know.
that. Blind whip.
Puns are fun.
Yeah, no, you don't have to honor the word band, or not the word band. You don't have to honor the redeemed points
To
because
say this.
if it's if it makes you really
Did you?
uncomfortable or if it's dangerous to your
It
well-being.
makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, like we had someone request one time during 2CQ. We had someone request that they twerk on stream. They're not going to do that.
Oh yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, but we'll try to honor
Yeah, sure.
your points whenever we can. And I did sports, so
that, yeah.
get fucked.
Mhm.
Oh, I also said it several times. Clink.
You did actually. I didn't even catch
Oh, sports. Let me know if you're back. Sports, you let me know. I'm gonna give you shit.
that. Ooh, do that right at the floor.
Sports. I understand how bad it is, how annoying it is to get ads. That's why
Ads are bad.
ads are bad. I'm gonna sound like
Nice
such
to
a
be
shit
bad.
right now, but if you subscribe to our channel, you won't get ads. So.
That was good.
I always feel like such a shit when I say it, but man, I do kind of.
I got
on
a
the
good
channel.
giggle the other day. I came across a GDC video, GDC is a game developers conference. I came across a
Goddamn
GDC
channel.
video. Goddamn channel, yeah, pretty much. But it was titled, what was it? Marketing: How to Sell Your Game. Banned word, not feel sleazy.
Nice.
It's like, yo,
Yo.
sounds like marketing, yo.
Man, I hate ads so much. I hate ads so much. Most time when people talk about commercials, I don't know what they're talking about because I have not seen a commercial in a very long time. I go out of my way to skip commercials, but at the same time, we are the stuff that we do here on the channel is mostly free. We're doing as much as we can free, but there is some of it that does cost money. So your subscriptions, the bits you cheers us during the streams, they do help us keep this shit going. And also a lot of the revenue here on this channel goes right back to the hands of our hosts and the people that help us make these things. So, it's I'd like to think that it's money well spent. I try to keep it that way. But yeah, your support is appreciated if you so choose. When will Beer League be shown live at sports bars?
Soon.
Well, sports.
Soon, trademarked. Soon.
Yes, soon, TM. In fact, Beer League has actually been shown at a sports bar before.
Has it?
Yeah, man, we drink on this show, so it's hard for me to be
You're right,
sure.
you're right.
But I'm
Let's go.
I'm 90% sure that at one point there was a beer league one time that was happening, and there was somebody who was watching the show who would normally would have been home playing or something, and they were out at a sports bar, and they had enough people. They requested to put this on the
clink.
TV, and it happened. Clink, clink,
Clink,
twice.
clink.
Yeah.
No shit. Look at us.
I'm like 90% sure that happened one time. A beer leaguer was at a bar and got the Beer League podcast on
Clink.
the clink on the channel.
Hell yeah. Look at us. We're doing good.
Hell
We didn't even have to ask anybody to do it.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. Man.
Oh, it's crazy thought, right? Longest running league.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I knew we were coming up on it. I just completely forgot. If I recall, I looked that up like a year ago, and I was like, oh, we've still got like 2 months before we surpass ESL. And then I don't know why it just popped back in my head.
Dude, you said "and" like a half second after we got free speech.
Let's go.
I was watching the time and listening, and I was like, oh, he just missed it. My favorite Jack Daniels drink is any drink that doesn't involve Jack Daniels, because I don't.
Dr. Daniels. Dr. Daniels is the way,
that
man.
actually
Have you ever had
does
one?
sound kind of good.
It's
I
so
don't
good.
drink whiskey or bourbon.
I could have sworn I made you try Dr. Daniels at OC6. Did I not?
You probably did, to be honest.
Pretty sure I did.
That was a long time ago, and it was a
It
drink.
was a while ago. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. So good. So good.
I
We know
got you, sports.
we know.
But no, yeah, sports. I live in Kentucky, and I don't drink whiskey or bourbon, so there's that.
Shame on you.
That's what I hear a lot. I also don't like KFC that much, so. My only excuse is I was born in Indiana.
Oof.
Oh, what do you mean, oof? Do you like the corn? Because that's the only thing we have in Indiana. Corn and churches.
Mini corn. Corn and Colts.
Corn and Colts. Ooh, stopped on the block. So then we still gonna be there to
Whiskey.
pick it up though. Passing over. Oh, nice interception. That could have been the thing, but no. Once again,
No.
close round, but
Point
no.
for you.
Ooh,
Oh,
I'll have to
dang
ding
it.
again. Man.
Correction, sports. Whiskey tastes like a burnt 2x4.
Burnt 2x4. That's a new one.
Did be
Oh,
good though.
we gotta reset these. That's the old team still.
are you doing?
Refresh. I always forget I gotta refresh these things.
You had
Stats.
one job.
I have 30 jobs.
You had one job. The cams run themselves.
You kind of right. Whoa, that is still wrong. Holy shit.
That's a lot of points.
Oh my god. I gotta do this thing here. Or not S. Sports, you're in chat. Sports, you helped develop the Spark stuff. Tell me why this thing is showing so many people.
Because
Oh,
it was
I'm
poorly
already left.
developed.
Oh shit!
Sports half at least. The display half. Franz did his job.
Shouldn't
just
they be
kidding.
playing? They should be getting ready to play round 3. I don't know why someone dropped.
You know, that's a good question.
You know what is really true
Franz,
though?
that's all of it. True.
Sports. No, sports.
really
You
is.
did the Echo speaker system though, right?
He did.
That was all
he
you.
did. He did. Yep.
Yeah, if you have Spark and you set it up correctly while you are running Spark and you're in the arena, you can have your music play through the speakers of the arena. I've done it before. It's actually really cool.
It's pretty cool.
But S,
It's
listen,
painful to read through, but it's pretty cool.
it is pretty cool. S, I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to
All right.
actually, Sports, you're going to start us off. Sports, use your channel points, redeem, talk about this, and make Essen talk about something while I go use the bathroom.
Oh, dude, I gotta pee. That's not fair.
Well, I called it first, so dibs.
I was trying to be polite up in here. Shame on me. Yeah, we could talk about well, I don't even know what to talk about. I do know the code. It's quality. It's functional. It hurts my eyeballs to look at, but it's functioning. Functional. I think I mixed the two there. See, we could try some casting. Looks like we have a little 3v3. Doug's gonna scoop her up, give it a dump into the orange zone, where it's gonna be widely missed by Barbu. Doug's gonna pick up his own, clear, and throw it at the ceiling. Good attempt on the trick shot, Doug. I'll give you a valiant effort. Let's see. Talk about the benefits of managed programming languages. What do you mean by managed? You gotta clarify on that. Ooh, I can't tell who slapped that, but it was a good slap. Zori taking the open goal. Throwing it at the goal. He takes the trick shot. Oh, he misses it. Just barely ringing the post. This is a good try, Zori. Whether you intended it or not, just own it. You tried it. It was a valiant effort. Hero, gonna rip one off of the permit. Good try, though. Turns out it was a calculated back pass to Dimway. Dimway's gonna take time. They're giving him all the room in the world. He's gonna walk up. Oh, just a teensy bit too slow on that layup. Great save from Jay. Might have been Jay. Talking about why goalies are a plague. Oh yeah, goalies. Nobody needs goalies. You need 4 strikers is what you need. 4 strikers is the way to win games. Everybody knows this. You just thought I'd Google. You thought I'd Google it in the middle. Jade. Some pressure, Jade. I cannot read these tiny names. Man, spectator mode's like wearing a CV1. You can't read anything. This is crazy.
I'll come back in and say Unsound is a better goalie than me for the soundboard. Unsound dash redeem.
Damn it,
say
I
this.
did it! Damn it! Fuck! Oh, he got me.
If you managed to clip that into a soundboard, it would even sound more legit because it was like you said it under your breath. Almost.
It was sad. It was sad. I cried a little.
Yeah.
Inside. Fuck! He got me.
I tell you what, I've been playing goalie more and more lately.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Not really playing goalie during the matches, but I've been like my warm up routine now is mostly just giving someone else the disc and telling them to shoot on me while I practice goalie skills. So,
that was like the first 3 years of my Echo career.
Yeah.
You remember when you could? Oh God, excuse me. You remember when you could actually sit? Yeah, I know, right? You remember when you could actually sit in a lobby and like in the practice arena and actually practice with people? It wasn't just like a bunch of 12-year-olds floating around screaming all willy-nilly and stuff.
Yeah. I remember those days. That was a good. Oh, Dim shutting him down. Right on camera too. Open goal, mail slot. Can't hit it though.
Dude, the half arena was life.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was great. That's where I met almost everyone I know. That's where I learned how much shit I know.
You remember the old lobby though, when you could like the vents actually did something? You could actually travel to different spots in the arena because of the vents.
That was cool. Or when you had to pull the little like the launcher at the top to like get out of the spawn.
Yeah. To unlock it. We had so many people coming to the arena for the first time, and they'd be stuck in their spawn pods, and we're like, you gotta pull the bar.
Pull the bar.
And God forbid if someone gave the headset to their mom, every dude in that lobby would flock to her and be like, "Oh, I'm the best. Yeah. I'll show you how to get out of here, ma'am. Just pull this thing."
Yeah, and they were polite about it. That was the beauty of it, though, because they did. They were like, "Oh yeah, of course, yeah."
They were polite about the moms, man.
The moms were the best.
How do channel points work? Say Shay's here to tell you how channel points work. That's the channel point wizard right there.
Sanchez knows the ways.
So Shay knows all about
absolutely nothing.
It's okay, I still got this.
Yes.
Yeah, what's up?
Go potty.
Oh, you good call. Thanks, sir.
Good boy. Yo, Cool Whip with the Quest 2 throw down to the bottom of the arena for no reason. Looked like it was supposed to be a long three-pointer. Understandable. But that Quest 2 do be worse than a CV1, so she misses that shot. Not her fault. It's the equipment's fault. Meta, I hope you're listening. Tracking is a thing. Echo Arena is one of the oldest still active, if not the oldest still active game. It's one of the oldest still active games in the VR space, and it still pushes the limits of modern VR technology. No other game can say that. CV1 is not unfair. It's most realistic. Well, Shay, that's because you don't have smooth turning on. That's why you'd have missed it. I hope he's listening. Fix your shit. Nah, Zuckerberg don't care. They wanted the Quest exists because they want to sell it to the masses. They want to make it more popular. They wanted to make it cheaper so that more people buy it, so they make more money. But they also make it more popular, which means it can continue. And I'm behind that. I'm behind it. I'm behind it. I'm not behind cheaper quality, but I am behind cheaper prices to produce it more for the masses, so that VR survives as a viable.
VR was never going to go anywhere. Let's be honest. VR was never going anywhere. It is used in so many applications outside of just gaming. PC VR was never going to go anywhere.
PC VR would have never went anywhere, but it would have been super niche.
Sure, I would have been okay with that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. We would never have gotten AAA games though.
I don't know. Maybe.
We'd have had a few for a few years, like we had Lone Echo and a couple others.
Right.
That got some decent funding, but
I think every studio would have at least given it a go just to see what it was like. I think every studio would have at least been curious enough to be like, you know what? Let's try it. Let's make one.
So we would have gotten like 6 games, and then they'd realize that we're not making money because it's a super niche thing.
And then probably like 15, 20. And then that would have been it. But
I mean, we're complaining as if we don't play only Echo.
I know, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know the last time I picked up my headset to play anything other than Echo, so, yeah. I'm like, I think I have Half-Life Alyx, and I haven't even bothered installing it.
Oh, yeah, I bought it, I installed it, and have yet to play it. Although I did watch part of Five Spot's Frontline Gaming on Wednesdays here on this channel. He does Frontline Gaming first-person shooter games. He did play Half-Life Alyx for a couple weeks, and I watched part of that, and it looked really awesome. It made me want to play it. I still haven't done it yet, though.
I'm sure it's good, but I don't know. I never really got into the Half-Life series, and I think it seemed like everyone got really excited about it because it was the first game to include physical hands, where your hands could you could reach out and interact with things without using the grab button. And I think it seemed like that's what everyone got excited about.
Well, see, that's the thing too. When Five streamed it, he was playing on the Index, which has finger tracking, not just hand tracking. So it might have been a lot better of an experience for him than it would be for someone like us who's on CV1 still. I don't know yet.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I actually have a couple of quests, but I try not to use them because I don't
blame you. Gil, as much as you're gonna hate it, I'm excited. But Disney has announced a sequel to Star Wars Jedi. Ooh, I'm excited too, Sanchez. I actually didn't know that. I'm excited for that. Did you not play Fallen Order, Gil? Or did you play and you hated it?
Oh man, Fallen Order. Okay, so Fallen Order was, I think, that might have been the first big Star Wars game that I didn't play. I played all the Star Wars games for many years, and I think that might have been the first one that I really... No. The Force Unleashed. I missed The Force Unleashed, and I missed Fallen Order, and then I missed a few since then.
I missed Force Unleashed. I didn't play that. But yeah, Fallen Order was good, actually. I really enjoyed that. It took me a while to get there. I think I played it all the way through in the month of February.
Get the fuck out of here, Sports. Nobody likes you. Everyone hates you, Sports. You're a piece of shit. Get the fuck out of our chat. Fuck you with that, man. As much as I love puns, that's not even... You get the fuck out of here. You blow up puns.
Go on, kitty. Don't be stomping on my keyboard.
Sorry, S. That's the first pun that's ever pissed me off. It made me so bad. I enjoyed it. That was pretty
funny. I'm still waiting for Spaceballs the game. I would play the fuck out of that.
Oh my god. I can't even imagine what that would look like.
That'd be amazing. Maybe I should just make it. It'd be so good.
Would it be Amazeballs?
It'd be Amazeballs. Yeah.
Man.
Oh, dude, I know that movie line for line. It's terrible.
I've only seen it once, honestly. I should watch it again.
So, in my household, because my wife refuses to watch spoofs, but Spaceballs is possibly one of my favorite movies. Yeah. We have Spaceballs Day, which I believe is June 24th, where I'm allowed to watch Spaceballs. That's the day it was released, 1986, 87, somewhere.
Is this a cultural phenomenon, or is this something that just between you and your wife?
This is just between me and my wife, because she refuses to watch it, and I absolutely love it. So we have Spaceballs Day, where I get to watch it as much as I want on that one day.
Do you honor May the 4th?
I don't actually. I ignore May the 4th.
Bruh.
Because it's not the true day.
What?
July the 24th be with you. Like, this is the real day. Or June the
June or
24th,
July?
sorry.
I was gonna say.
June the 24th be with you.
Okay, so May the 4th is actual Star Wars Day, and you're saying that you ignore
June
that,
the
but you actually celebrate
'cause-
with just your wife the
June
Spaceballs
24th
Day.
is Spaceballs Day, yeah.
Oh my god. That's insane.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Holy shit.
It's just so good, man. Such a great movie.
Man, I don't know who Cal Kestis is. Listen, I have read like 100 Star Wars novels. I used to subscribe to the magazine. I was a huge super fan. I have a Star Wars tattoo on my body. I don't know who Cal
Sports
Kestis is because
up.
Disney has fucking ruined Star Wars.
Disney has ruined Star Wars.
March 28th.
Don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it. Don't even touch it with a 10-foot stick. Just leave it
Oh
alone.
my God, sports!
No,
you
you did
fucking made me say
You
it on
thought about
stream.
it. Yep.
It's 328. That's the only thing that man knows. That dude's listen. The number 23 with Jim Carrey was one of Jim Carrey's only serious roles ever. It's not a fun movie. It's a documentary about I Blow at Sports.
Facts. It's a fucking terrible movie too. Disney
Shay, I
tattoo?
have.
You're gonna have to expand on that.
I do not have a Disney tattoo. Fuck that shit. I have a Star Wars tattoo before Star Wars was sold to Disney. I have.
Well, what is it?
I have the. So if you look at Boba Fett's armor on his left shoulder piece, he has a skull of a mythosaur. I have that same emblem tattooed on my left shoulder.
That's badass.
Because I wanted a tattoo that didn't scream nerd, but at the same time, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair. It's definitely better than like the what is it? The rebellion icon or rebel army icon.
Yeah.
How do you refer to the rebellion in plural? Rebel? Or are they the
the
it's
Rebel
just
Alliance?
the rebellion.
The rebellion
it's
or
just
the alliance?
rebellion, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think it is a rebel alliance. I think it's just the rebellion.
What's the rebellion or the alliance? But yeah, the
Is it the
rebellion would be. Yeah, it's the rebel. It's called the rebel. Oh my God, here we go.
But do they
It's
ever
called.
refer to themselves that way?
They call them. Yeah, well, they technically call themselves Rebel Alliance, but the rebellion is more colloquial. But like, they call it the Rebel Alliance because prior to the movies, like if you get into the actual lore of the universe, which Disney fucked up,
They did.
there was a bunch of different rebel factions that were fighting against the. You gotta realize, like, Star Wars is actually a really fucked up story. It promotes terrorism, like.
I wouldn't say promotes.
It kind of does.
Rebel guerrilla warfare, yes.
The government that is in place is being rebelled against by a faction of extremist terrorists who go around bombing government structures. The government is only evil from the eyes of the terrorists. There are plenty of people.
I mean, good and evil is a perspective, yeah.
Exactly. So it's a movie about terrorism from the terrorist perspective. Just saying.
That's one way to take it.
Just saying. It's about a young man who grew up in a backwater place that was seduced and recruited by an extremist faction to take down the government. And yeah.
You know the crazy thing? You're not wrong.
I know.
You're not wrong at all. Complete fanatics. They're all
Yeah,
they're all religious nuts. Yeah.
I mean, I can make an equally compelling argument that the whole series is about nature versus technology, but you know, it's funnier and more controversial to say it's terrorism. But yeah, so you know, but prior to the movies, if you want to get really into the lore, there were several factions of rebels, which is funner to say than terrorists.
True.
There were several rebel factions that were fighting against the government, and then Mon Mothma, the leader of the Rebel Alliance in A New Hope and the original trilogy, she was one of the first people to start reaching out to other rebel factions and pulling everyone together, and they formed an alliance of different rebel cells, and that became the bigger rebel alliance, the rebellion.
Makes sense.
So, you know, Disney wouldn't tell you that because they fucked up the whole universe.
It's Disney. Disney fucks up everything they touch. I mean, let's be honest.
Disney has done a lot of really cool shit, but they fucking ruined Star Wars.
Their originals, sure. The other things they've scooped up, man.
100%. I agree with that. They have made some amazing shit on their own. Their stuff they have made is amazing. You can't touch it. It's so good. But goddamn,
Pure
if you
classic.
give them
Classics.
something that is a classic and you let them take it over, they will ruin it.
I was gonna say, who redid Star Wars? Who did the most recent Star Wars? Was that Paramount or was it
It's Disney.
Disney?
Well,
It was
Disney owns Paramount.
Yeah. Oh well,
Do
there
they?
you go.
I may be wrong. I'm gonna check myself.
I don't know. Fuck, that's senseless.
Disney owns Star Wars now, though, so it's all Disney. Does
Yeah.
Disney own
Yeah.
Paramount? Does
Well, Star Trek,
Disney...
not just Star Wars. Star Trek.
Oh, Star Trek.
Yeah, it's Star Trek. Yeah. Yeah, clearly sports hasn't heard us talk on cast before. We've done this a couple times, sports. It's a good time. We rarely pay attention to the game. We just talk about life and how it's broken.
Yeah, this is the podcast. It's basically what is Gil pissed about this week, and have Beer League on the background. Honestly, I cannot tell from this if Disney owns Paramount or not. They are working with them. I don't know if they own them.
Okay.
Dude, don't get... God damn it. Sanchez, you're just here to piss me off, man. Yeah,
Indiana Jones, great. Wait, you don't like Indiana Jones?
No.
Indiana Jones.
No, I love Indiana Jones, which is why I'm so mad that they're making a fifth one.
Oh, they shouldn't have made the fourth one. The fourth one.
They shouldn't have made the fourth one. It was garbage, and now they're making a fifth one.
Yeah, that was a fucking mistake. Is Shia LaBeouf gonna be in it?
I don't know, but guess what? That was another George Lucas production that now Disney's taking over, and guess what? They're fucking ruining it. I guarantee you.
Yeah. Gil's descent into madness. Facts.
Clink.
Clink?
Yeah, we're supposed to be doing Brews in the News right now.
Oh, you're right. We probably got some time.
Nah, fuck it.
News?
They got 4 people in already. They just got their
Meanwhile, in the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard case. No,
oh shit! I've actually. Okay, so this is kind of funny. I've actually paid no attention to that whatsoever. I see the video headlines on my YouTube feed and I don't click on them.
So I've been pretty much waiting for like the TLDR, but the funny thing is every time I go to visit my my parents, apparently my dad has been like glued to it. Like he's watched almost every minute of it. He just finds it the most entertaining thing he's ever seen. So I'm getting my TLDR through him. Like every time I go to see him, probably the first hour of us visiting is just him telling me all of the crazy shit that these two people have done.
Yeah. I don't know. I've had people in my life who I consider to be rational, intelligent people talk about how crazy she is. So I'm a little curious, but
they're both nuts. Both of their careers are trashed.
Oh, I mean, they're
jobs after this.
Well, like, the winner will.
No, there's no fucking way. Johnny's suing her for defamation, but this whole case is just an obscene amount of defamation of both characters. Like, the whole case is just a shit show.
Literally
Johnny might get more work because, literally shit, yeah. Johnny might get more work only if he produces his own movies, but no one's ever gonna touch either one of them again. They're done.
I don't know. It depends. I mean,
I know you haven't looked at it, but it doesn't depend. The stuff that's come out, they're done.
All I'm saying is society is nutso, and whoever wins the public opinion, it doesn't matter who wins the actual court case. Whoever wins the court case of the public opinion, they're still gonna have work. It won't be big old work, but it is a lot of work.
Poor Captain Jack Sparrow, indeed. The least of his problems was being too drunk to sail a boat.
You know, fun fact, my sister has actually worked for Johnny Depp's sister for a while. Or not worked with her. Yeah. They are
so good.
They are from a town not far from me. And my sister actually worked. I'm not sure she worked for her, but she worked with or for Johnny Depp's sister for a while.
That's cool.
Yeah. His sister's like a normal person. He's a celebrity weirdo. Johnny Depp, come sponsor us, Beer League Podcast.
Oh, God, let's not.
GilliganPR@gmail.com.
Let's not, dude.
I agree. So, Shay, the Pirates series is really good as long as you don't watch 4th or 5th one.
I don't think I ever saw the 4th or 5th one, so I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah, the first 3, like the first one's obviously the best. There's no touching the first one. It's
great.
So good. First one is classic. It's so good.
Fantastic.
The second and third, they're decent. They're good sequels. They're definitely not an original film. They're sequels, but they're good. They're decent. But dude, the fourth and the fifth one, they're terrible. They're absolutely terrible.
I can imagine. It's hard to drag an idea out that long.
Well, they also they turned Captain Barbossa into a pansy. Like he was such a dope.
He was a badass. Yeah, he was a badass.
Like Jack Sparrow was like a quirky, fun character, but Captain Barbossa was pirate.
I threw a fucking mutiny and took over your ship, and now I troll the seas just
He was a
murdering
badass.
He was a badass.
Captain Barbossa was the coolest cat in that whole film series, and in the fourth and fifth one, they turned him into a pansy, dude. It was so
Spiritist
disappointing.
Media does not promote violence or piracy, but
we do support Jeffrey Rush in his endeavors prior to Pirates 4. Yeah.
No, actually, what I found was a surprisingly good pirate series was. Did you ever see Black Sails?
No, I never even heard of it.
Oh, it was
Did you say series?
Stars. No, Black Sails.
No, did you say series?
Yeah, series.
Not a movie, is a series?
It was a show. Yeah, multiple seasons.
I'd never heard of it. No.
Yeah. Black Sails. It's pretty much Stars rendition. Is rendition the right word? Reimagination of the Treasure Island tale.
Okay, a reimagining.
Reimagining, sure. Yeah, it was good. It was really. I enjoyed it. It was really good. It's on. It was a Stars original. I don't know if it's moved off of Stars because it's a little older, but
That's
it
probably
was.
why I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it might be. It was good though. It was good.
Okay. Well, I mean, granted, Essend is a boat person. He likes all things maritime.
I love the maritime stories.
Yeah.
Maritime stories, so good.
But I have to check that out. I've never heard of it. You know what? Honestly, I never watched. I know this is way off.
It was up there with Vikings, like different genre, different people, but same quality. It was
okay.
good.
Okay. Well, my opinion of Vikings, I thought Vikings was done really well. I just couldn't really. Oh my God, that was a shot!
What a shot arrow! What a beauty!
Yeah, S does love semen. He loves it. He just guzzles it all night long.
They're so good. I love it.
Yeah, I watched Vikings.
Maritime. No one says fucking semen anymore. Sorry, keep going.
I really liked Vikings enough to keep watching it, but honestly, I watched it more for Lagertha and Loki. Like the main characters of that story weren't my favorite characters, so it was a little I enjoyed it enough to keep watching, but it wasn't a great series to me. It was a really good series. It was a really well done series for sure. But as far as pure entertainment, I definitely was watching it for a couple of the side characters more than the main
very
characters.
Compelling. I'll give you that. Yeah, the story wasn't. Well, you know the tale of Treasure Island, right? I mean, it's a very old story at this point.
Yeah, I know the basics of it.
Like in the mid 1800s or something, but I mean, it's a great story. It's been redone many times, so I can say Black Sails, like the story does grip you because it's re-envisioned realistically, and you see the characters go through like the trials and tribulations that they would actually deal with. What it's like to actually fight the English Empire and dealing with these outcasts. Essentially what is a penal. Not even a penal colony, just a shitload of felons trying to wrangle them all. Like it's very human while also having that core good story element to it. It was great. If you haven't seen it, it was great. Watch it. It was fantastic.
So you're saying it's all about the penal semen?
Sure, why not? I mean, they weren't penal, but sure, why not? The outcast semen, the discordant semen is what it was all about.
Sports, I'm looking into that right now. It shouldn't be out of stock. I'm looking into it right now and make sure there's no limits on it.
Let's talk about
Talk About This has a 3-minute limit on it. A 3-minute cooldown, but it doesn't have a limit per stream. So if it says it's out of stock, you may just need to wait. Did someone redeem it and we missed it?
What, to talk about it? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't know. Maybe refresh. I have no idea. It should, according to what I can control, it should not be out of stock. So I don't know why it says that. I will say though that we do get comments like that every once in a while about various channel point rewards. People will say, "Why is this out of stock?" And I don't know what to tell you. From what I can control, it should not be, but it might be a Twitch itself bug. I'm unsure. It's fair.
Unacceptable indeed. This is my stance. Oh.
Sports, if you subscribe to our channel, then it won't be out of stock anymore. That is a lie. But if you want to subscribe and see if it works, it might work.
So dirty.
I can't say it won't work.
My mouth feels funny. That was terrible.
Your mouth, is it all the semen?
No, it's all you spew and subscribe things.
Spew and subscribe things. No, you didn't. It never showed up in the chat.
Uh-oh. Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean it's not true. If a man says something in the woods and a woman doesn't hear it, is he still wrong? Jeez, Gil.
Oh my God, that's something that will not age well, so I will keep my comments to myself.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It came out.
No, that was good. Sports, I remember you saying that, but I never saw anything show up in my chat or my activity feed for Twitch stats. So I don't know. We had this issue the other night. Well, apparently Monday night on our streams we had 2 people subscribe, and none of us ever saw it happen. So we were trying to figure out where it came from. We couldn't figure it out. So we're just like, I don't know. So I'm a little confused. If you did subscribe, we really appreciate you, but I'm confused on why it doesn't show up as a little notification for us. Something I have to look into, I guess. Well, Sports, appreciate your support, dude.
Oh, yeah.
No, free Prime ones usually they show up as well. Yeah, that's not why. I've seen Prime subscribes before show up. I don't know why. I don't know, man. It's a thing. I either got to figure it out or there's a bug that I can't control. Yeah, I don't know which one's true, but either way, appreciate you supporting us. Subscribing and supporting tried to come out at the same time, and it came out as supporting us. Supporting us.
Good chain. Oh, posted. Good try, Whip. Good try. That was a bad call for reset. Who asked for that? I feel like that was Doug or someone. There's no way Orange actually asked for a reset there. That was so courageous. That was a terrible goal.
I mean, I agree, but it also that makes me think about the fact that powerboats are better than sailboats because sailboats are for landlubbers.
What? Oh, sports.
Yeah, sports made me say that. Technically, I need to fix the description on that. You're supposed to specify who you want to say that. But I don't have that listed. It's not your fault, Sports. I need to specify that clearer. But
Sports is also lying though because he's a lint licker under that definition.
See, I assume he wanted you to say it, but he didn't specify, so I said it for you just to spark something.
You guys know you could just pay me money and I'll say whatever you want, right?
And you're on me about getting people to subscribe. Okay. I want to know this one too. Sports, talk to us about the difference between pond and lake.
So this happened in Wrath chat, season 2 Wrath. We're actually we still use our server chat, our team chat pretty frequently.
Nice.
Like we're talking about something probably every day, every other day.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is. It's great. And
it's nice that you have an old people's home.
Thanks, Guy. Thanks. Appreciate that. I hear about Chuck's children all the time. It's great. But yeah, Alchemy was saying something or other. I don't know. Something came up, and I felt it was a fun time to impart some of the wisdom I had learned in my travels. But the difference between a pond and a lake is not actually the size, but it's the depth of the body of water.
That's what she said.
Right? It actually was a long conversation. Yeah, we wound up talking about it for a couple hours. Oh, that was it. Alchemy said, I wish there was a word in between pond and lake for medium-sized bodies of water. And I was like, well, the difference is actually the depth, not the size. And so we wound up talking about that for a while. But yeah, little known fact. Pond, the difference between, I'm going to say it again, the difference between a pond and a lake is the depth.
Okay,
a pond If the depth of the water exceeds a depth at which the light can penetrate, I think it's like 16 to 24 feet or 18 to 24 feet, somewhere in there. There's like a zone where the plant growth no longer receives light. If the depth of the body of water is deeper than that, it's a lake. If it's shallow enough that every part of the body of water sees light, it's a pond.
Okay, so Sports has a good point. What about a puddle inside a cave? Is that a lake?
Water in a cave. And it's definitely not a lake. Well, maybe it's a lake. Actually, that's a good question. I think it's subterranean water. I'm pretty sure there's a term for that.
I like how you just came out with subterranean water.
I'm pretty sure there's a proper term for it. There's so many words.
So what if
bodies of water? It's crazy.
What if I dig a hole that is
snow?
What if I dig a hole that is 1 foot by 1 foot by 30 feet? Is that a lake?
Technically, it might be.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What if I dig a hole that is was 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet by 10 feet? That's a pond.
That is a pond. Yeah, there's actually a pond in Maine that I don't know the exact measurements, but like it's really big, like a couple square miles or something. Maybe not a couple square miles, but like it's really big. It should be a lake.
Wait,
but because it's
wait.
But because it's only 6.
Hello. If you can hear me, we are live again, I believe.
Welcome back.
Hey, I'm back. That's my nightly internet shitting itself at midnight. Still haven't got that fixed.
You got to get that figured out.
I know, man. I really do.
It's been going on for like 6 months, if not longer.
It's just about the first time it happened was New Year's Eve. So yeah, it's been almost 6 months. I've tried to fix it a few times and with no solid results. But you know, I know it's really shameful.
It's terrible.
But
Dreamer mode, he says, you're leaking all your information.
Yeah, everything got reset. Hang on. We're getting there. Stream mode's on. You can mess me all you want now. Please don't. Yeah. So we're talking about what makes a pond and a lake.
We're talking about ponds, yes.
Yeah.
Though quick mention, we might be transitioning to 3v3. I think Doug is dead, and Vacant took up the opportunity to say he had stuff to do, so they're going to play 3v3.
For this, what is this, the third round? This is only round 2.
It's round 2, I believe.
Round 2 is the last set. Okay, there's 4 sets per night for the teams, but we're only casting 3 sets. So we got this round, one more round, and then that's it for us for the night. But
more importantly, ponds.
Ponds. I mean, yeah, I was okay. So I started freaking out, and then I realized we were offline. So I have a very serious question for you, then, SN. So,
Yeah.
have you seen the movie Interstellar?
I have. It was garbage. So was Gravity. That shit was terrible.
All right, that's the podcast. We'll see y'all tomorrow or something, because
That shit was so bad. No, Interstellar actually wasn't too bad. Interstellar was fun. They threw
Interstellar
physics
is
out
my
the window.
favorite. No, they didn't. Are you
couple
shitting me? Dude,
Come on, dude.
it's my
let's
favorite
be
movie
real.
ever. And they
Come
did
on.
not shit. No, they made
Just
an
like
effort.
Random tidal wave, fucking.
They had his
rolling up
physicist
on it
on staff for the movie to make sure the physics were. No, yeah, obviously,
Maybe.
obviously, they went beyond known
Maybe
physics,
I need to go back and watch it. Maybe
and
I need
they
to go
admitted
back
that.
and watch it.
But up until
Gravity, I stand by, was a fucking joke.
Gravity had a lot of issues.
Gravity was a fucking joke.
It was a very fun movie, but it had a lot of scientific issues. But Interstellar, I must say, it was as accurate as it could be until they could not be anymore, because they went beyond what we know. And so
They
at that
did go in a
point,
black hole. I'll give you that.
yeah,
There's
so they,
no way that's going in. Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, that 2D look at it was weird. Continue.
yeah, I'm just saying they did a lot. They made a big effort to respect the physics as IRL, but they also went beyond that, and they recognized that, and so they did what they could until they couldn't, and then it went crazy. But they did what they could until they couldn't.
I'm going to give sports. I think that entire planet was a pond that clearly had a really fucking big moon or extreme seismic activity.
No. That was the whole thing about that planet. It was so close to a black hole that wave was created by basically.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
That was the tidal force of the black hole?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that then.
Yeah. So that's what
Okay.
that's what I was going to bring up, is that
Yeah, I can see that.
in that movie, if I'm not mistaken, we are made to believe that is a small planet, but it's entirely covered by ocean, and so that giant wave was the gravity force
It was
of the
just
black hole as it
That
rotated.
was the tide as it came around.
Yeah,
the tide
exactly.
Was 300 feet tall. Jesus.
Exactly, because it was so close to its
Okay,
gravity was
alright.
extreme because it
I'll
was so
give
close to
them
the black
that.
hole. But
Well,
that's
it depends though.
that's
If it was that shallow, is there enough water to actually do that? I mean,
that's what I was gonna freak out about. I was like, is that whole planet a pond with a couple of really big waves?
Hey, it might have been, dude. I mean, they were waddling around in it. So,
Yeah.
well, that brings up a solid point, because, well, then is the wave itself just a moving lake? Because the wave was huge, and the reason the rest of the bodies of water were so small is because the wave was so big. So it could have been a giant lake planet, but because all of the water was being sucked to whatever side of the planet that the wormhole was on, it became a pond planet.
Yeah,
Right?
totes.
Mm-hmm. Sports
Man,
knows, though.
Of all the YouTube titles I've seen around the movie Interstellar, not one of them had the phrase "pond planet" in the title.
Right?
We're on to something here, man.
Little known facts about bodies of water, man.
The craziest thing I saw someone do in high school, I know the answer immediately.
Oof, man. I'm so many things. So many things. High school was the craziest time of my fucking life. So many things.
College was mine, but I was still fairly sheltered in high school. Why is this shit so... Oh, I see why it's so weird.
I got kicked out of high school for hitting a kid with a lunch tray, so I went to an alternative high school for all the other kids that got kicked out of high school. So high school was fucking crazy for me.
Beloved, this is the last. This is the second to last round, but it is the last match. One of the people dipped because they had tech issues, and the other person was like, "I'm just gonna get out of here." Say Shay, I graduated the class of 007, and my band director did not let us play James Bond theme for graduation. I was very upset.
Really? That's a bummer.
Yeah, he was a very, and don't get me wrong, he was my favorite teacher ever, and I had a lot of respect for him. But he was also a very traditionalist, and so playing a movie theme for graduation was not okay. But I was like, dude, it's the class of 007. This only happens once every 100 years.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. I actually don't remember. I have to go back and check. It was either 2010 or 2011.
Yeah, I should have graduated high school, or not high school. I should have graduated college in 2011. That would have been my graduation year for college. But for high school, it was 007. But one of the craziest things I ever saw in high school was again, I really didn't become a delinquent until college years. So in high school, I was pretty much mostly a goody two shoes. And one of the craziest things I ever saw was I went over to my buddy's house who had a very tiny girlfriend. She wasn't very tall. She's very tiny. She wasn't very tall, and she was really skinny. And I was just like, yo, it's just her build, whatever. I went over to his house one time, and we were talking out. Him and I were talking out on the porch, and then we went down into the basement where he had his bedroom, and we walked into his bedroom, and his girlfriend was down there, and she was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Gil?" My name wasn't Gil. They used my real name, but you know, she's like, she was like, "What up, Gil?" I'm like, "Yo, what up, person?" Who I don't know your gamer name. I knew her real name, and
I wish I was with you, Beloved. I do.
And she was like, "You got it." She was like, "Yo, boyfriend of mine, you got this thing?" And he was like, "No, we'll just wait. We'll just do it later. It's not a big deal." And she was like, "No, I need it now." And she whipped out her credit card and then pulled out a little thing, a pill, some kind of pill, and she started crushing it with her credit card, tapped it into a line, and snorted it right in front of me. I had like 30 seconds to react, and most of that was shock because I had never seen anything like this. Like, I'd never even been around people that smoked pot yet, and this girl was just like crushing a pill and snorting
it
right in front of me.
fast. No one talks about how fast it happens.
You don't have time to react. It's just, oh, hey, what's up, buddy of mine? Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. She just did that.
Happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was so fast.
Yeah. Like, I remember the first time I smoked pot was like the same way. I showed up to like a birthday party and they were like, "You want to step out for a little bit?" And I was like, "Okay, like you guys are the only ones I know here, so sure." And we went, and next thing I know, someone's crunching up a monster can and poking holes in it, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on here?" And they're like, "Get this." Well, fuck it, okay.
Yeah,
that happens fast.
Yo, B-Love, I was born the year before you graduated, so you can have that as a gift. Sports, you thought who was younger than you? Me, B-Love, SN, Say Shay Shay.
Which is crazy. Sports, you need to go to some of these lands, man. Get your shit together.
Yeah, dude. B-Love is like the oldest still active Echo player. He's definitely the oldest Master player.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
Not that he's old. He's just
a legend, man.
Yeah, he is a legend.
B-Love's participated in the Olympics, if I recall. If the stories are true.
It was the X Games.
X Games. That was the X Games. You're right. Sorry.
No, yeah, he has a trophy.
Practically in the Olympics. Like, let's be real.
I mean, when you're in college, that is the Olympics. Yeah. No, B-Love got a trophy from the College X Games in 1993, I want to say. He was on the podcast talking about it like a year and 4 months ago.
It's badass.
Yeah, B-Love, you probably will always be the oldest competitive Echo player.
Likely.
But the thing is, dude, you still kick ass.
You have a heart attack or something, man.
Yeah, the thing is, like, most older people who play Echo are older people who play Echo, but like you are actually still competitive. Like I honestly can't tell you if you're better than me or not, but I want to say you're probably better than me in general. And for someone of your, not that I'm necessarily a spring chicken, but you know, for the two of us, I mean, it's impressive.
30+ league, let's go.
Yeah, I could do that.
Right.
Sports, you still gotta say which one you were talking about. Was it me, S, or B-Love that you thought was older or younger than you?
He thought B-Love was younger than
It couldn't have been B-Love. There's no way he thought B-Love was younger than him.
It had to have been B-Love.
Oh my God, it was B-Love.
Yeah, yeah.
Sports.
Well, you and I have met B-Love in person. Sports is as far as I'm aware, Sports hasn't been to a LAN. Sports.
That's just crazy. I just didn't know. I didn't know that anyone didn't know B-Love was an ancient Egyptian.
B-Love's a legend, man. B-Love's a living legend.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Upright to your right.
Yeah, when someone calls me young,
Yeah, right. And B-Love can.
Yeah. He graduated high school the year after I was born.
Yeah.
A lot of respect for B-Love.
Honestly, props to B-Love for not being bitter. Cause like,
Yeah.
man, as I get older, I just kind of hate people.
Oh, I'm
not gonna lie.
so fucking bitter. I hate kids. I hate them.
Holy crap!
I hate pubs because there's too many
That was
kids
a
in them.
pterodactyl. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I can't do it. Like, it drives me nuts. I like kids. I don't like kids that think they're adults. That drives me insane. There's kids that understand their kids. You know, like the like the 3 to 7 age group. They're actually kind of fun. It's the like 8 to 13. They're like, oh, fuck you, you little gremlin.
I agree. I would shorten the range a bit. I would say or alter the range. I would say like 10 to 13. But
I mean,
I get what you're saying.
person.
Totally. I totally agree with you. I just in my personal experience, I'd alter the range a little bit, but I totally get what you're saying. Yes, absolutely. You're right.
Y2K23.
Oh my god. Middle school age is definitely the worst. I think we can all agree with that. No matter what the age range is, middle school is the fucking worst.
I was a shithead at middle school. I mean, middle school is when I got kicked out of public school. I remember. Middle school sucks.
The worst people on the planet are middle schooler boys.
It's probably true. That and like imperial level dictators. They're probably on par.
They're almost the same, yeah. Just one of them.
About the same.
The only difference is the size of your posse.
One of them talks a lot of shit, and one of them can actually do a lot of shit.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Yeah. Middle school boys have a posse of like 3, and international dictators have a posse of like thousands. That's really the only difference. Yeah, that's the only difference. They're the same otherwise. If you gave a middle schooler that much power, I mean, we all saw Game of Thrones. Joffrey was a tyrant because he was a middle schooler.
It's true.
Not because he's an evil person. It's because he was a middle schooler.
It's true.
Hormones, they do you wrong, man. They make you into good adults, but man, holy shit, that transition phase is a bitch.
I'm kind of with you on that one, Sports. I've driven all over New Hampshire. There is no hood. It doesn't exist. Hell, like you, Denver doesn't even really have a hood. Like, if we're being honest. Well, it might now. When I was growing up, it didn't. It was like what people called the bad part of town, but that was really just where the poor people lived. It still wasn't like the hood.
Oh shit,
people weren't getting shot and fun crazy and whatnot.
No, listen, this is serious. At Shay school one time, some kid got thrown into the ivy.
The what?
That's not even slang. He got thrown into the vines in the garden.
Oh,
and that's gangster shit.
That's what happened at your school?
That's Shay. He was saying that in chat.
Who?
Sanchezi? Yeah, we call him Shay here on the podcast.
Shay. Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Because it's fun. It's fun to say.
Okay, that's
He did it for the vine. Get the fuck out of here, Sports.
Did it for the vine. That was great. That was good.
Man, so where I live, it's small town enough that we go by counties, not by cities.
Yeah, you do kind of live in buttfuck nowhere.
Yeah, and my county is
monster. You with that?
One border of my county is the Ohio River, and there's Indiana on the other side. So I'm in the northern side of Kentucky. So it was a thing. Like, we have a riverfront park in my county. It was a thing. The cops would go down.
Sanchez lives in BFE too, apparently.
The DARE officer told us one time that they average 1 arrest a night down during the summer down at the river, because basically rednecks go down there to fight. That's what they do.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they go down to the river, they hang out, they drink, they fight, and that's what they do. And it's not even. Yeah, it's a Tyler Durden type situation. It totally is. Yeah.
I ran a fight club in high school. I mean, who doesn't, right? Like, let's be real. You gotta learn your leadership skills somewhere.
Who doesn't run a fight club is what you said. Someone has to run it. It's gotta be one person.
Someone's gotta start it. Everyone wants to hit somebody. Let's get you going.
What sports? What? You're confusing your stereotypes so hard. Rednecks don't
Go
live in a
down to the
van.
No
Hippies live in a
redneck
van.
lives in their van. Yeah, get it together.
Hippies live in a van, not rednecks.
Yeah.
They're very different people. Very, very different people.
I feel like I was gonna say something. I totally forgot. Oh, here. How's this? Okay, that's what I was gonna say. So for a frame of reference, I grew up in like complete suburbia. So frame of reference, my middle school was 1,100 students.
So didn't we just ban the word communism?
Oh yeah, I don't think that's happening. I don't think we even said that once tonight.
We did talk.
Oh, I'll throw it out there. Communism.
We talked
Cheers.
about tyrants and we talked about Russia. We didn't talk about communism specifically.
Wait, Dim,
but-
aren't you playing? Did you really just bail on your team in round 3?
Nah, he got the stream up in his ear while he plays.
Bruh. No,
Alright.
there's only 2 people at Team Blue.
Well, the word communism is now banned for the next 5 minutes while we pretend like there's actually a match happening.
I was gonna say you and I could probably just sit around and have conversations indefinitely, regardless of what's happening in the background.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I recall we did the same thing. Like the few times I've stayed with you, we kind of did the same thing. Just sit around the fire and just talk endlessly.
Yeah. The Beer League when I have Essen on the Beer League podcast, it's no different than when Essen comes to my house and we crack a beer around the bonfire. There's the same exact shit happens.
We're just chilling.
Plays Echo.
Yeah, I'll be love.
Yeah. That's when you
Get
put
in
on
there,
a Quest
dude.
2 and lament about the CV1. That's what it means to play Echo.
Ew. Is it bad that I put on my CV1 and lament about the times before the quest was even born?
I will not say that it's bad.
Man, I miss pre-quest Echo so much. I know it opened up I know it opened the population, but it also opened the population to so much toxicity. Like when I first started
I feel
playing
like that's
Echo,
inevitable though.
I don't know, dude. When I first started playing Echo, it reminded me so much of playing pickup hockey. Like people were welcoming, they didn't care your level, they were just like glad you were there. It was everyone was friends. Like, hey, you gave it a go, except for like one JD. I mean, that guy.
That guy.
But I mean, that's why one JD is such a legend because he was like the toxic person in the community. The whole community was like kind, welcoming, great. Now I can't even bring myself to play pubs, man. It's a shit show. It's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
It's a shame because that's what drew me to Echo. Is it reminded me so much of playing hockey. It was like, oh, I don't need to pick up my like 50 pounds of goalie gear and stuff it in my fucking car and drive 20 minutes to the rink and pay $10 to participate in a pickup game where I might sit on the bench because there's already 2 goalies. Like I could just put on my headset, play Echo, and got the same vibes. It was great. It was amazing. It was so good.
I mean, I agree. It's fun and stuff. But like I feel like this with the internet, most things that start small will be awesome until they get bigger, and then the bigger you get, the more assholes you get, and the assholes are louder than the nice people, so they'll get more attention, and it just builds.
Yeah.
Toxicity. The larger you get, the more toxicity you're gonna get.
True. I guess for me, it's just a shame to see that it didn't gain the same traction that physical sports gain, where there's like a respect for the physicality. Like when you go play physical or quote unquote IRL sports, there's a respect for the physicality. Everyone treats each other with a level of respect of like, hey, you're here, you're putting in the effort, you're feeling the same pains that we all feign. Like we all feel. There's a respect level there. Whereas with this, like at first it existed, and then
communism
it just kind of slowly died. What? Communism?
I just wanted to take a drink.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Keep going.
But yeah, like with this, it existed with the CV1, and I don't know if it was that a lot of like OG players had played sports and had the same mentality, or if it was like a PCVR is a niche community and we're just trying to be welcoming. I don't know what caused the mentality, but it felt the same. Because like if you Gilligan you've probably never played hockey in your life, right?
I have not, unfortunately, because it's one of my favorite sports.
It's amazing, right? If you went to like a secondhand store, picked up a pair of skates, some pads, and a stick, and went to your local rink and signed up for like a pickup night, you would be greeted with like respect and people that are glad you're there and people that will show you like, I mean, they might, you should probably learn how to skate a little bit, but they will greet you with acceptance and like excitement that you're there and like, hey, welcome, thanks for coming out, like good on you for giving it a go. Which
see, I think that just
throwback. I actually did the same thing. Like when I first picked up Echo, I watched I think 12 or 15 matches in spectator before I even tried to jump in a match, because I didn't want to be that guy that got on the ice without knowing how to skate. Like I wanted to learn how to move around. I didn't want to be that dick that like people had to kind of deal with.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It blew my mind, the parallels it had to real world sports, where like it felt exactly the same, and now it just doesn't. Like there's just toxic kids spewing profanities and racial slurs and like
communism.
No one gives a damn about what you do, and communism cling.
Now we have free speech.
It's a mess. It's crazy. It was such a great thing, like, and that's what so strongly convinced me that Echo deserved to be considered a real sport, is because people carried the same mentality about it. But that with the Quest release, especially the Quest 2, that mentality and personality has just either become extremely rare or just declined steeply. Like it's just not.
Here's the thing. This is what I think it really boils down to, is in any community, when you have a niche thing such as IRL hockey in a southern state, or Echo VR when only PC VR exists, or something like that. Like when you have a small community, everyone knows each other. So if you're going to be a dick to someone, you're not going to live that down. You're gonna be remembered for that, and that's gonna be your name.
That's true.
When you get thousands and thousands of people, when you get to the point where you play a pub match with 7 people that you're likely to never see again, you're gonna know them for 8 minutes, and that's it. Right. Forever. I mean, the toxicity doesn't matter. You don't have to be a gentleman anymore.
It doesn't matter.
So there's no consequence to being a dick. If you get, someone records you being an asshole and you get banned for 3 days, and then it's over.
Right.
Like that's the most that's going to happen. Like it's a
shame. It's a real shame to see.
It's the anonymity that gives it. It's when your community is small enough that you know everybody. That's when it's still cool. When it gets to the point where you don't know everyone anymore, when it gets to the point where you're gonna see someone, you're only gonna know them for 7 minutes, 8 minutes. That's when it gets toxic, because people don't have any accountability for their words. Also, wubba lubba dub dub. True VR, what's up, dude?
Wubba lub dub dub. What up, Chewy?
I love it.
Yeah, it was just a shame. It was just a shame to see, really, because I don't know. I guess that's it, really. Like I don't
think it has anything to do with Echo or hockey or anything else. I think it literally is just the size of your community.
It's just
that's just a fact.
I don't know though, because hockey's a huge community.
I mean hockey internationally
is a multinational community. Yeah.
Yes, but the people in Toronto don't regularly play with the YMCA club of Jacksonville, Florida.
I've played pickups all over the Denver metro area. Never seen those people again in my life, and they were polite and courteous and
that's still the Denver metro area. Like,
yeah, but
I mean, you may get different people and you don't see again, but you're still in a local group.
That's the difference between like a face-to-face interaction versus a virtual one.
There's also that. There's also that factor.
We've all got that feel. Like those of us that have been to LANs, like we all get that feeling of like, oh, now there's like an actual face behind it. It humanizes the avatar that you're seeing.
Dude, one quote I'll never forget, and this I wish this had happened at an earlier LAN just so I could quote it as being farther back. But this just happened at the last Redshift LAN. There's a I'm not going to out him, but there was a player there that has been they have quite a reputation for being a major piece of shit in the community. They've definitely got a track record with VRML and other organizations. They're just they're
there's standout names like 1JD, like Galactic Vibe. I mean, that will happen if you're like that. That will happen.
So this is a player that was along those vibes. They had that kind of a reputation among a lot of people, and they came to the Redshift LAN, and it was reported by many people that this person showed to Redshift LAN and said, "Man, you guys are actually really cool in real life."
Shocker.
Bruh!
Yeah, shocker.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, when you put human faces to real human people,
that's how it goes, right?
That's how it goes.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Yeah. No, I had the same revelation when I met QL Young in person, because I interacted with him a lot prior to OC6, and he was just like kind of always a dick to me. And then we met in person, and he was kind of like a keyboard warrior, and it was like I tried to reach out. I was like, we're just people. Like, I'm not going to be a dick to you just because you were a dick to me the whole time. Like, internet anonymity is a strange thing. Like, it empowers people to do things that they would never typically do.
Right.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. Well, and folks, with that, you have now reached the end of Senior Citizens ranting about the internet.
Yeah.
Here on the Beer League podcast this Friday night.
People suck.
Yeah. If you're younger than whatever arbitrary age I defined this night, you suck. And the rest of you should get on our board. What's up, Ryruff? Guys, this has been the Beer League podcast. We've hosted now 9 rounds, 3 matches.
That's the first time sports has ever made it to the end. He knows.
Yeah. This is what it's like, man. It gets more and more fun the longer you stick around. Well, yo, Roman, what's up, dude? I'm really good at hopping at the last second. Yes, you are. Also, yes, Roman Dash. Speaking of, though, Roman Dash, perfect time to, he just did it for the marketing. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern on this channel, twitch.tv/Virtus_media. You can check us out at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Check out Roman Dash and his knock teammate, Jomo Cakes. Tournament champions, multi-tournament champions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're really good at knock.
Huh?
Yeah.
Rome, carry me. I don't have a quest, but carry me.
No, man, he's on the top team. He's won tournaments with
dude.
Jumbo Cakes.
Oh yeah, get it done, Rome. Good on you.
Every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, including tomorrow, they
Roman. We'll hang out for 2 hours at dog if you want to hop in.
Yeah, Roman hosts Saturday Knock Live. Right here on Virtus Media, SNL, don't sue us. 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Knock once. No, we have it on very good authority that the knock. Yeah, we have it on very good authority that very soon Knock will have a spectator client like Echo does, and we will start casting the Knock matches. But for now,
is that going to be out before PCVR?
I cannot tell you.
I would like to at least attempt to try this fucking game.
It's fun. It's fun as fuck. I cannot tell you if it will or not, but I can tell you that right now you can see Roman's POV tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, as him and his teammate Jumbo Cakes, tournament champions, face off against other high-ranking Knock teams in scrims. And very soon, when they get the Spectre client installed and outsourced to, not outsourced, what's the word? Put out for everyone to download and install. Release, thank you. When the Spectre client is finally released to the rest of us, we will start casting those matches. It's going to be a good time.
Hell yeah. Fuck them up, Rome.
That's right. So check it out tomorrow night at 8 p.m. and then Saturday at 4 p.m. Catch me going through Wolfenstein again. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern, check out VRGL, the VR Girls League. And yeah, we have all kinds of shit going on. Check out on our socials.
For God's sake, you playing Wolfenstein. I know you're trying to wrap up. I'm just giving you shit.
No, you're fine. So I grew up with Wolfenstein, and now every Sunday until I finish, I'm streaming the playthrough of the reboot of the Wolfenstein series that started with 2014's The New Order. 5-Spotted Dog. We're going through 5 games, all the reboot series. I'm doing the first 3. 5-Spot is doing the 4th one, and then we're both doing the 5th one, which is multiplayer. So I just finished the first one last Sunday, so this Sunday I'll be starting the next one. We're moving through them. It's a love letter to one of my favorite game franchises of all time. That's tomorrow. Or that's not tomorrow. That's Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, Knock. And yeah, that's all my plugs. So yeah, there's the social links in our chat. Join us. It's dope. We're always doing stuff. It's dope. This is Essend, founder
This is
of
me.
Echo Beer League.
Let's go.
I've been Gilligan. I just cast sort of matches sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing
Shout
else,
out
man.
to
You got anything else? Yeah, shout
Tell Sports to come debate being old with us for like 2 hours. You down?
Yo, sometime
Sports.
very soon. Sometime very soon, like within the
Let's
next
go.
few weeks, we should have you and Sports host the podcast.
I am so down. I would love to talk to Sports for a couple hours while I hold my bladder intensely.
Yes. in the palm of your hand.
Let's do it, yeah.
All right, man. You got anything else? I got nothing else.
No, I don't got nothing else. Do things, have fun, be kind to one another. Remember what we just finished talking about, you know?
Yeah, don't be a shit.
Used to be a nice place. Don't be a shit. The people you're interacting with are real people. Be kind. Let's pretend we're at least real people. Come on. Also, Lake versus Pond, you know, without all doubt, Ponds win. Then have a lovely evening.
Yeah. So this has been the Beer League Podcast. We do this every Friday night at 10 p.m. right here on twitch.tv/Beerus_media. I'm your host, Gilligan. Tonight, my co-host, Essend, founder of Beer League. What's up? And...
You remember those commercials?
Yeah, I do. They were great. But you remember the frogs? Remember the frogs?
Yeah.
Budweiser.
Budweiser.
Budweiser, come sponsor us. What's up?
Sorry.
Be kind, rewind. Good night.
That's it.